right, let's do a cheers to the Sobeys Safeway Liquor Beer podcast.
We ride again.
I love you guys.
Careful, that cake's hot.
Check-in, come on, let's go. It's the AM nasty big hello. It's not static, AM radio. It's the Play Alberta Nielson Show. Let's go. Everybody tuning in, even my wife.
Mommy likes too.
And those Macromala intros are cutting like a knife. Hey, it's Mitch texting in, he's your dealer for life. The cracker 6 o'clock, I'm logging with some sirloin bites.
Start spreading the news.
How about them boys? How about them boys? Data muncher? Nom 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 nom. That's right.
All right, 6:07 and a great Friday morning to you. Welcome back to the Nielson Show. Lieutenant Eric, Dave Jameson, experiencing a Friday morning on the Nielson Show.
God,
Welcome
that
back.
lands hard.
We're emptying out all the clips, all the files.
I'm trying to think when I was last in on a Friday, but good God, man, you lean in hard.
I don't recall. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's kind of fun. Not a lot of capability. It is better when I had like 6 months. You can kind of. So we're trying. We once again, we are taking your requests today as well. If you are listening, tune in iHeartRadio app or watching on YouTube, welcome. Give us a like, smash the thumbs up, and subscribe to the Edmonton Sports Talk channel if you haven't already. But if you have any requests, Dance Party Friday. We did get flagged yesterday for playing Don Henley, Boys of Summer. Just want to get that out of the way. You and I will split the fine.
Yeah, well, we have to appear. We could use Macramella. We have to go before a high court, don't we? The YouTube high court?
Yes. Hopefully it's not a hung jury.
Plead our case?
Yes.
What happens when you run afoul of YouTube?
Well, certain artists, and then they have and so whatever. You just kind of you cut it out, and then you.
Okay.
Then no harm, no foul. Like you don't.
Got it. Okay. I never really I don't understand.
It's like
what
a parking
we're doing
ticket.
here.
You just kind of put it.
Yeah. Okay. Don Henley.
Just don't park there again.
I love a cease and desist from Don Henley.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's what we got yesterday is more so just a warning, like, hey, like just know that.
And does it land in the inbox with Boys of Summer?
We get
C note to whom it may concern. Like, walk me through this.
Yeah, you get a notification
from Don Henley.
But they'll say like it's not like a copyright strike,
Yeah.
but they could if they wanted to. Like, but that's the thing; they're not going to pursue that. There's so many people doing it, so it's more so just a warning.
It's whack-a-mole stuff, right?
Yeah.
They're just running around.
I like to tease them. It's fun to play with them, right? Like, come and get us.
Don't bait Don Henley.
Don't bait. That's the lesson we learned.
Yes.
YouTube Trev here as well. You heard he'll be on the sports updates. It's a good Friday show. We're going to have a lot of fun today. It's obviously presented by Play Alberta, our betting sponsor. Use your game sense, though.
Oh, please. And play responsibly.
Yeah, Jay's back on the diamond tonight. We'll have an early bird play of the day from Dustin and Nielsen a little later on.
It's a hell of a matchup.
Hell of a matchup, and we're actually going to go to the other side. I think for the first time in Nielsen Show history, or perhaps EST, we'll have a Milwaukee Brewers guest, a reporter-producer. He'll be joining us in the second hour to tee up. We know enough about the Jays, I think, at this point. We follow them religiously.
Yes.
We'll have a sprinkle of Keegan Matheson on every once in a while.
Canada's team.
Figured I'd go to the other side in a potential World Series matchup. Let's get the lay of the land on one of the more fun franchises, I guess, in Major League Baseball.
And doing it on the cheap.
You gotta love that.
Absolutely.
We were talking about potential new landing spots for you.
Yeah.
Now that the Athletics have kind of soured you,
Yes.
Milwaukee might be the place, man.
I like their sort of mindset, how they built the team,
Yeah.
and Christian Yelich is still there, and I got time for him. Yeah,
Jeez, Gord Ash is their assistant GM for crying
Right.
like that. So there's a connection
Yes,
there.
Gord
from
Ash.
the 3 days, right? 780-218-9999 as well as the Paris Jewelers inbox cracks open. Check them out today. Various locations are online, parisjewelers.com. Don't be a dud, be a stud. And as mentioned yesterday, if you do have a significant other who's either a Kelsey fan or a Taylor Swift fan, now would be the time to propose and get engaged around the same time they do, so you can kind of...
I didn't see the ring. I mean, I paid some attention. I mean, you could not, even if you actively tried to avoid the story, I couldn't get away from it. I did not see the ring. I mean, I'm sure it's ridiculous, right?
You think there's a prenup?
Do I think?
And by who?
I think by him, wouldn't he? Doesn't he have more to lose? I mean, she could just go out and make more stuff.
He would be, with her fan base, though, that would be... You don't think there's anything nefarious going on between them?
That this is an arranged marriage of some description? No, I don't think it's nefarious.
Well, they're
I
rich
think it's
people, so you
genuine
never
love.
know what happens
Yeah,
behind the
I
scenes,
see,
right? I don't
Yeah,
know.
No,
they're all related.
I'm sure it's genuine.
It's probably some sort of blood connection down the, going back.
This is a thing concocted by Andy Reid and the Chiefs. Like within the marketing department. Can you imagine if that came to light?
That damn AFC, hey?
Yes.
They do
they'll
things
do
differently.
anything.
They do
They'll
things differently.
Anything for a leg up.
Speaking of NFL, though, big news to get to yesterday, of course, and we'll be talking about the Parsons deal, the Packers acquiring. This is, well, there's lots of angles to shoot this one from, but we'll be talking about this, especially now that the Cowboys, the whole doc's going on and everything. It's all happening right now in Cowboy
It's like
land.
a product rollout that Jerry is doing for the Dallas Cowboys. You know, where like a blockbuster movie, and you start to see it in advance of, in this case, the NFL season. Stuff starts rolling in.
Yeah.
Becomes part of the sort of cultural stream. And this just following nicely on the heels of the documentary leads into, again, an 8-8 season. Whatever
Well,
it
that's
is
what
the
I'm
Cowboys
saying.
are going to
You're trying to, if you're losing in the wild card game, you better find some revenue and some attention from other places. I mean, that's kind of, and you just wait till Deion Sanders gets there, right? Like that, then we're kind of prepping for that, aren't we? Are we not?
We're just laying the groundwork for Coach Prime?
Yeah. We're filling in the blanks here until prime time goes back to the Big D. Spruce Grove, Corey, 780-218-9999. That damn Don Henley. Huey Lewis wouldn't be pulling that nonsense. Quite right. I mean...
No, Huey would probably do us a song.
Yeah, not today on Dance Party Friday, but yeah, maybe next Thursday if or next Thursday that Dave's in. Maybe a little
you know, the
Huey
San
in the
Francisco
news.
49ers, a bunch of them were actually on one of the Huey Lewis and the News song, like one of the hits.
Don't they
doing
do the
backup.
anthem at least once a year too?
Oh,
or
of
something?
course.
Yeah.
Down a Candlestick or,
Yeah.
you know, whatever the
Wow,
Levi
whatever,
Stadium.
Yeah. More baseball / football. The whole, though. I'm saying we need more of the dirt and the old style. Give me a Three Rivers. Give me a Candlestick. Give me the whole bit.
Yeah,
I want it all.
subpar conditions.
Yes.
Yeah.
That pumped me up this morning, boys. Chris the plumber says I'll be there this afternoon to pick up my gift cards.
Oh.
Hopefully I see you.
You guys have GCs? Oh, of course you do. We've been giving them out. I should pay attention.
Well, and we have
I'm like
a,
Will Fraser here. I'm not even in the show, but I'm doing the show.
Like the Cowboys, we're kind of passing the time. We don't have a Text of the Day prize yet. We're in the process of getting, and we'll announce it
securing?
next week.
Okay.
And I don't know if you heard this one.
No.
It's a big one. We had the A&W.
Yes,
Your
of course.
partners for a while.
They've been great.
People come and go.
Yeah.
So A&W's out for Text of the Day. But this next one, we're announcing next week.
Yeah.
I'll tell you.
Heavy duty?
I'll tell you during the sports update.
Oh,
And
that
actually,
YouTube's
you'll
gonna do.
I'll tell him. You'll see his reaction.
Wow.
We can't say it for air yet, but it is going to be pretty good.
Fresh fish.
Don't give anything away.
All right.
Nasty Chat's bumping. Box Pounder says LMAO LTE scared DJ with the you've been here for a Moni intro.
Oh,
before,
yeah.
right?
In fact, you and I did them.
At the old
when
shack,
I would fill in from time to time. Yeah.
We are coming to you live as well from Popeye's Louisiana Kitchen. It won't be Popeye's doing text today. Just I'll get that out there. But try their chicken dippers today in the signature Cajun spice sauce, hint of sweet, a kick of heat, el dulce e mayo. So check out Popeye's today. Get in there; it's hot. Dine in. Make use of the dining room at a Popeyes. Get the air conditioner if you don't have the AC. Like go
Those
in,
are
dine
nice
in,
inside.
get a nice fountain pop and cool off, and
Yeah.
have some chicken dippers. So to lay out the show quickly here, not a lot happening yesterday. Of course, U.S. Open, a trio of Canadians advancing to third round action. Diallo out, but as you said, this is now the teeth of the tournament. I mean.
Not that the front end was easy, but
No,
now
but you're
we
getting
get
your
into-
unranked people that you can't really. Who's that?
There's
now
a
you.
separation.
Yeah. Oh, I know that name. Oh, that's a.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
The
a-
early rounds
Is
are
that
great
a
because-
single digit next to their name? Yes, it is.
Right, and you will at this early you'll get surprised. You'll go, who is that man or woman? I've never heard of them, and they're really good.
Yeah. So again, a trio of Canadians: Leila Fernandez, who'll be playing today. Oje Aliassime and Shapovalov also on the men's side off. Jay's obviously off day yesterday. They will get set to welcome in the Milwaukee Brewers for a hell of a series. And I think you're getting the Jays' heart of the pitching lineup as well in this one, top of the rotation. 5:07 tonight, and a pair of matinees there for tomorrow and Sunday. And it's nice that our Jess Jackson, 100.3 The Bear, Edmonton's best rock, she was taking her son out I think they got a Jays cap from the Cookson boys at Pro-Am. They're ready to go.
Yes.
Scheduled to go see the Twins, the finale of that series. Flight gets delayed. Something happened at the airport the other night. They had like
Frank Viola getting the call for the Twins.
But there was something at the airport. Flights were delayed.
Not in Canada. No way. That can't have happened here. No chance in our country that there would be some sort
I
of...
detect sarcasm here. Yes. So flights delayed, which means they couldn't make it for the ball game against the Twins.
Do you get...
Tickets ruined. Sheldon's first experience at a ball game ruined.
Oh, he's a potential A's fan. So, wait a
Teach 'em
minute.
young, eh?
So you just have to eat that, right? Because the club doesn't care that your flight didn't arrive.
Well,
Can you plead sort of force majeure? I think that's the term.
I don't fly lots.
Okay.
And when I have, it's
Yes.
been pretty basic, where I haven't had to like, hey, I got to be here for this time and make a connector, and again, then I got to get to this. So I've never had the misfortune of missing something due to. And again, what are you going to do? A flight's you can't get out and push
Have I not
it.
shared with you and our listeners and viewers the story? When I went to Indian Wells, my flight was grounded because the plane was seized by a hedge fund.
Yes,
It
you
was
told me that.
Flair Airlines.
Yeah.
And I
Flair.
went to the airport
Yeah.
and they went, I go to the counter, right? Because as you would, and they went, I want to go over there. Try WestJet. They might be able to get you to Palm Springs. I'm like, what do you WestJet? I'm on Flair. And they go, not so much. And then they just killed the lights.
The guy in the background shredding, just feeding that shredder.
So I took to the X.
Sure.
Right? And I posted something, and then a reporter from the Toronto Star, whatever, reached out and said, would you be available to talk? Because you may not have seen the news, but a bunch of Flair flights have been grounded because they went, hey, our money, please.
Pay the piper.
Pay.
Yeah.
Jets no fly until we get our money.
This happens though. Well, no, but usually it's somebody acting unruly on the plane, a mechanical issue, weather. Take your pick. There's lots of, but a hedge fund.
Well, I know precious little about hedge funds. I can't imagine that they are terribly sympathetic.
No, it sounds. But speaking of sympathetic, Jess then had tickets for the Twins, which were useless. Got into Toronto. She says, update, Ticketmaster, of all people. Ticketmaster, who we hate, right? Like in the Pearl Jam, the whole bit. Like nobody likes big business. Hedge funds, Ticketmaster.
No
Ticketmaster.
No one likes it. Yes.
Well, they exchanged the tickets for today's game against the Brewers. So that was
that's a
nice
sweet pull.
touch. Not the Jays, but Ticketmaster. So all in the end, it works out for Jess.
Who was the band that had the biggest gripe with Ticketmaster? Was that Metallica? Who sort of
I think
fought
it was
them
Pearl
out?
Jam.
Was it Pearl?
Wasn't
That's
it?
right.
Yeah,
I think you're right.
And I think they still are fighting them to this day. The
not
fight
gonna
never
let it
ends.
go.
Well, it's a big company.
It's a struggle.
But Jess taking her boy, it should be a good time.
Yes.
And it should be a great series. Brewers and Jays tonight. So, look, and of course, the Dallas Cowboys news from yesterday will kind of sprinkle in throughout the show. But to set up the show today quickly, off-season coming up shortly after 6:30. We'll be talking some Oilers again. An interesting tidbit from one Pierre Maguire.
Yes.
Crack pack for Wayne's. I was in there yesterday. Actually saw Dustin Nielson in Wayne's with Marshall and the Muzz.
What?
The Muzz was buying 2 Funko Pops.
Yeah.
And Marsh was looking at some Avengers cards through the glass casing there.
Okay.
Wayne was there. Nikki was there. The whole bang. So we were having a good time. I figured I'd pick up some CFL, though, and we went retro, obviously. You're doing 17. I'm doing 18.
I see Bo Levi
Trev's
on
doing
the cover.
2019. I got Ricky Ray, Toronto Argonaut. Who's on the cover of your pack again there, Trev?
Trev doesn't know. He won't
Show
know.
the whole. Can I see? That's an Andrew Harris, eh? That's the big diesel. I think they call him.
Yes. The big diesel. The big motor.
So we're cracking those in honor of Labor Day weekend, of course, in the CFL and just everywhere in sport. This is when the tide turns. College football slate. NFL's right upon us. It's all happening. Racing is back as well. We'll be joined by Tim Hauraney, 7:05. Do believe boots on the ground up by the sea in Zandvoort, the Dutch Grand Prix, as Formula One resumes from its a couple week off break during the month of August, so we'll get Tim's thoughts on the race. Perez and Bottas filling out the Cadillac team as well. Play Alberta early bird, as mentioned. We'll have something up from Dusty, probably in relation to the Brewers-Jays game tonight. That's good for the Italian Center shop. And Hunter Baumgardt, as promised, we're going to talk a little Brewers. A Brewers guest, who would have thunk, hey? 2025, here we are, you and me.
Well, it's inspired booking by you, because we typically don't, as you said earlier, we don't go to the other side.
No.
We just get sort of obligated.
We like to obsess about what we like and what we know, and goddamn, that's going to be it.
But there's another team here, and they are an incredible story.
It's always good to know your enemy, right? And that's what we're going to do with Hunter Baumgardt. And he was very, very keen on this opportunity to join us here on Edmonton Sports Talk. So we'll get his thoughts. He's a producer reporter out in Milwaukee.
Where do you have the Milwaukee Brewers logo in terms of...
The glove and the M and the ball?
In terms of really cool, really smart. I know we're not in a visual... Well, I guess we are now in a visual medium, but where do you go with that one? Hartford Whalers is the category winner. Expos might be a 2-spot.
Expos, I think, is up there because it tugs on your heartstrings, and it's not around anymore. You can't do a reset of that.
No.
Although, can you imagine the Rays, like, one weekend set being like, we're going to do a... Because every team does that. Some teams wear the White Sox will wear one from 1888.
Yes, you should.
Why can't the Rays wear an Expos jersey for a weekend against
any sport that can have fun and be a little sort of hip and ironic? Baseball has... You got the latitude, man. I mean, just eat a weekend series.
You can go uber traditional, or you can really kind of get with the city.
As we used to say, just piss around.
Speaking of uniforms, we'll get to the NFL ones too from yesterday. But you're right, the Brewers with the glove, the ball, the M, the B, all encompassed. It's very good. The light blue. I'll say this, though. I did have a Brewers hat back in the day with just the M.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they had the M with the wheat sheaf. Mm-hmm. They had the Brewers sign that kind of looks like Brewster's.
Yes.
I think there's a copyright there somewhere. But no, I love the Brewers logo. And you're right, it's up there with the Whalers. Hey, I don't know. How many else are there that are like 2-1 or 3-1 that are as simple as that?
Our audience will know.
Those are it. Yeah. Let us know. There's got to be one in the NBA, hey? There's got to be some I'm thinking of here. But anyways, yeah, it's up there. Brewers, Expos, Whalers. You can sort them 1, 2, 3 any way you want. Sobeys and Safeway Liquor Beer of the week today as well. Not a beer. Usually, it's funny when Dusty's here. We usually have the beers. When Dusty's not here, we kind of go off on the dirt road. We kind of. It's not mead, but it might be me. Dallin Landis, he's founder of Grain Bin Brewing. They're based in Grand Prairie. He'll be joining us virtually later today at around 8:30. And it's also your chance at $50 to Sobeys and Safeway Liquor. You love this segment. You love this segment. People used to hate it. You guys drink it on the radio. It sounds, I can't drink it. Yeah, but you got a chance at $50 to
that's the hook.
That's it. You gotta, you love it.
I was just in a brand new Sobeys liquor store. Fabulous. And that's where I bought the 6 o'clock lager.
We will be, it's a blackberry lemonade with salt and sage. That's the featured drink. But Trev, we got dropped off a few others yesterday, did we not? And they're all chilling in the big fridge.
Yeah, kind of like a variety pack looked like.
Yeah,
really nice.
And it's all different. I mean, I'm kind of excited to. Friday. It's as much like the Brewers guest. Yes, it's what we all know what beer's fine. But now we're kind of going, hey, let's see what the other side has to offer. They also say this is their ready to drink product. There's a possibility that the local artist Kate Connors, who does the can, will accompany Dallin during the segment.
Cool.
So we
I wouldn't mind talking a little art, a
bit
little
of a tease,
highbrow.
though. Like we could. She might jump in. Yeah. But this is your morning announcements for, and this is where Trev is the Murray McCourt of the Rundle Park Short Course. He walks the course. He's got the tan. We jokingly said that. And in Murray's honor, because Murray is a fit man, walks the course.
I'm YouTube Trev.
Exactly. So you can be doing videos down there and promoting it. You should do that for Rundle Park.
That'd be fun. And tag Murray.
But in the disc golf manner. That'd be good. Rundle Park Short Course. Family friendly, walkable par 58. Perfect course. Perfect for all skill levels. Really good for short hitters and those of you that are just learning the game. Affordable rates for juniors, seniors, and adults, and Zach. Plus, remember to grab a smash burger at Shorty's after the round. That's the way to eat burgers, right?
What, smashed?
I want a bigger burger, it's not height, it's
broader. if you will.
Yeah. Give me a full, smash it down like a pancake, and let's go.
As wide as the hood of your car.
I don't need to open my
you can
jaw.
nibble around
You don't
it
need
like
to
sort of,
detach things and kind of get that all in.
Nom,
So,
nom, 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 nom.
so as mentioned, Jays, U.S. Open, but the Dallas Cowboys, let's hit on this for a quick second.
Please. Make it make sense in terms. Okay.
Well, I'll ask you this. Has Jerry Jones lost the plot?
Well, you could argue that has happened a long time ago. But if I'm a Cowboys fan, I'm sure that landed. I don't know if you saw the clip yesterday. You had Michael Irvin on, I forget which show. He's being interviewed by Laura Rutledge, who is awesome.
Yeah.
And he's like, he is not getting traded. And they're like, playmaker, just hang on, stand by. Schefter's got news.
Well,
and
Schefter was so excited, he tweeted out Micah Packers gets traded to the Packers. Like, he couldn't even, his thumbs are just going.
Is football and the success and measured in wins the thing that drives Jerry Jones? And there are lots of Cowboys fans that would say no. It's the theater of being the Dallas Cowboys that actually motivates and, gets Jerry engaged.
Yeah.
The idea of the Dallas Cowboys, not the actual playing and winning football games.
They're like a parody of themselves. An everlasting
They've become
meme.
a reality show.
Yeah.
You
gaze into you become it or something like that. Like it's there. And to be a fan, and I know fans of obviously it's a big brand.
Of course it is.
But it's just one of those things where if you ask you ask the fan, it's the Star or it's the Super Bowls or it's whatever, but
those Super Bowls were so long ago.
What's keeping you on? Your athletics, that was something where it's you're punching up, and it's those are fun. That's fun to be a part of as a fan.
Yes.
What are you getting in this relationship present day? As
it's definitely one-sided.
Yeah,
and lots of people are fine with that, right?
nostalgia based.
Exactly.
And you can't go away because, it's how it's always been.
Well, you got Jerry World, you got the cheer, you got the Cowboy cheer team, and there's all these pieces around, again, the actual playing of football. And the allure and the power of that stuff is such that people go, well, you know what? Okay, they're 8-8. I can groove on that. And, CeeDee Lamb was great last night. Okay.
Yeah.
And that's enough, I guess, to satisfy people's, thirst to be part of America's team.
And again, as you mentioned, it is high theater. The Micah Parsons timeline, courtesy Adam Schefter, July 21, reported to camp on first day.
Yes.
That sounds great. August 1, requested trade on X, Twitter. August 2, owner Jerry Jones says he's not going to trade Parsons, calling trade request, quote, just a part of negotiation, end quote.
Right.
And, quote, one thing I would say to our fans, don't lose any sleep over it, end quote. August 7, Parsons has back tightness. You see this in soccer a lot, too, when a guy wants to force a deal. It's always the back.
Back or hamstring?
Yeah.
The ham?
Oh, that old back tightness. It's just tight. It's
the silent killer.
It
It is the silent killer in
some
sports.
tough acting on that thing.
Yes.
Hey? Yeah.
Yes.
Tough Will Acton. Yeah. So his back tightness, August 7th, wasn't on practice field for first time during training camp. So something bubbles there. August 13th, Jones says nothing preventing Parsons' contract talks. Still hadn't discussed new deal. August 21, Jones says offer to Parsons was richest for non-quarterback. August 22, Cowboys coach Brian Schottenheimer expects Parsons to play week 1. August 28th, which was yesterday, Cowboys trade Parsons to Packers. Parsons agrees to a 4-year, $188 million deal with Green Bay. And I do believe, and I just want to get to this too, Jerry Jones in 89 purchasing the Cowboys
for
$140 million.
Correct.
Parsons now 188. And the second coming, as I told you off air, of Reggie White for Green Bay now. Right? This is the...
Yeah, and Green Bay has had a hell of an offseason.
What offseason?
This is and of course the destination, right? Green Bay, please. That's the other thing that drives home. If the dart to the heart needed to go in any deeper, it's where they didn't send them to Arizona.
Yeah.
Or
L.A., New York, big markets, something like that. You're going. He's given up the star for Green Bay.
Hey.
I think Box Pounder is a Cowboys fan. I know Jason the Acadian is a Cowboys fan. His brother's an Eagles fan.
Okay.
So I know you walk among us. But your thoughts, 780-218-9999 or in the nasty chat. I mean, I hate the Cowboys. I hate watching them, both on and off the field.
But I have maximum respect for how they have built a brand and been able to maintain it. Like, even when they have been as mediocre, they haven't, sadly for them, they have not fallen so far, because you got it to get great. We know now in the way sports is constructed, you got to suck for some period of time, hopefully not too long.
The North American sports landscape is set up for you to suck in order to get good.
Correct. They haven't figured out how to play that part of the game.
And you can play it as much as you want. It's an unlimited. You have unlimited. You can lose if you can't get it on this try. Lose again.
Give
Keep
it another
going.
crack.
Win that lottery, baby.
Yeah.
Jerry Jones was not done yet, though. He claimed former Eagles guard Trevor Keegan off waivers as well yesterday.
Sure as he would. I'll show you.
He stuck the landing. 6:33. We'll be back. We'll talk a little Oilers. If there's anything Oilers specific on your mind, you'd like to bat around the room, 780-218-9999, or I get in the nasty chat. Box Pounder, absolutely not a Cowboys fan. Chiefs forever. Why do I think you're a Cowboys fan? That was your buddy, I think, that you show up to with for Monday and Thursday night. Correct, Neil? I think that's your friend there. I think that's how that goes. Pardon me, though. I didn't mean to offend. Calling somebody a Cowboys fan. That is a... I am sorry.
That's where the gloves get. You get one of those, the gloves come off. Yes.
It is the Nielson Show. Dave Jamieson in for Dusty, Lieutenant Eric on EST, presented by Play Alberta. Here's Trevor, the Sports Update.
The Toronto Blue Jays are back in action this afternoon as they open up a 3-game set against the Milwaukee Brewers. Shane Bieber gets the start for the Jays while the Brewers send out Freddie Peralta. First pitch is set for 5:07. Yesterday in the NFL, the Dallas Cowboys trade star linebacker Micah Parsons to the Green Bay Packers. In return, Dallas received 2 first-round picks and veteran defensive tackle Kenny Clark. Parsons immediately signed a massive 4-year, $188 million deal with Green Bay, making him the highest paid non-quarterback in league history. Strong day for Canada at the U.S. Open yesterday. Denis Shapovalov won in 4 sets to reach the 3rd round, while Felix Auger-Aliassime cruised in straight sets over Roman Safulin. However, Gabriel Diallo did fall in straight sets and will not advance. But up next for Shapovalov is world-ranked number 1 Yannick Sinner, while Aliassime is set to face Alexander Zverev tomorrow. And on the women's side, Leylah Fernandez will hit the court later today to take on world number 1 Aryna Sabalenka. Up next, off-season. What off-season? Right here on the Nielson Show. I'm YouTube Trev. You're up to date.
What say you? Hey, nasty crew. We got the Nielson Show flu. Well, there's nothing we can do about it. What say you? Hey, nasty crew. My wife thinks I got better things to do, but there's nothing I can do about it. We're tuning in on TuneIn, we're listening online. We catch up with the podcast when we fall behind. We're texting in the nasty chat, what's on our mind? 780-218-9999. No more interference from corporate interest. Just Dusty and Eric and all of the bad cats like Brzezinski and Noodles. Gadget can gauge it. Go to Play Alberta to make a little wager. We can't wait for the Monday mandate. Shaggy's always on time. Tommy's always late.
Would you like a cup of tea?
Forget about the old place. Hey, we were number 1 in the text race. We don't miss all the commercial breaks, but we sure miss Nickelback today. We wanna hear some hot takes and we wanna hear Renee. Why not hold the neck up when I want our kids away? Beat up the tire fire and remember that name. We love every goal song, but what about what's his name? Macramella, Rapapo, Dragger, Engineer. It ain't Christmas season, but they sound like reindeer. Button and my cousin in the tales of the north. I'll put him in person. Does he go on? What say you? AM Nasty Crew. We got the Nielson Show flu. And there's nothing we can do about it. And there's nothing we can do about it. And there's nothing we can do about it.
6:37 here on the Nielson Show, Friday installment, Edmonton Sports Talk. Good morning to wherever you're listening or viewing. iHeart, TuneIn, radio app, edmontonsportstalk.com.
And soon
the
to be.
source.
And soon to be.
And soon to be next week, 95.7 Cruise FM. And on YouTube, if you're watching on YouTube, hit that thumbs up. Give us a like. Do it for Dave Jamieson and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I got to sincerely apologize to Box Pounder. And that's where it was. It's your buddy named Parsons. And I was thinking of Micah Parsons.
Alan Parsons.
That's... See, we...
I know.
You can credit us for the deal by playing Alan Parsons yesterday morning, which kind of nudged the trade over the line. You're right. So apologies, Box Pounder, and to your buddy Michael Parsons, who is not related, I don't think, to Micah Parsons, nor is he a Cowboys fan. In a strange
Nobody
twist.
laughed when I said, is Stromile Swift related to Taylor Swift? Mm-hmm. And there was sort of like, huh?
Their lineage in the United States goes far back. Like we're here, you know.
Oh, yeah.
We're just straight off the boat.
Arrived.
Yeah. But they've been there for a long. You don't know who's
forefathers
mixed up in any family tree. Let's get into off-season. What off-season here for GCL Diesel? Provides the best diesel engine components around, from turbochargers to injectors, fuel pumps to sensors. They are the critical engine component experts, proud to serve Edmonton, Northern Alberta for over 50 years. GCL Diesel. We already talked about McDavid. He spoke yesterday.
But that doesn't mean we couldn't go over it again.
If you missed it, we're going to play the entirety of it again. Trev, cue that. No, I'm just joking. I wanted to get to this. I mentioned about Pierre Maguire.
Yes. Former coach of the Whalers.
People squirm when you bring him up. It's kind of funny to watch. But he recently said with Merrick that the Oilers missed out on the potential of hitting a home run with Boston to solidify the goaltending. Now, YouTube, Trev, I know where you come out on the Oilers goaltending situation. I think it's well documented.
Well, hold on a minute.
Maguire would go on to say it was volatile beyond belief.
What?
Suggesting that there was an opportunity with the Bruins and one Jeremy Swayman.
Okay.
Man, I'd love to hear the offer. You know, like 5 years later.
Well, that's the question.
Like
this isn't a video
Subban
game.
for Draisaitl trade that never happened.
Yeah.
And I'd be very curious what the offer was. Because, I mean, Swayman, he's up there, right? So you'd have to, like, an arm and a leg's going that way, but what's coming back? I don't know.
I mean, are you cool and calm and confident, Dave, in what they have right now and the fact that, you know, they have two of the best skaters on the planet. Mm-hmm. They've been knocking on the door for 2 straight seasons. Probably would have won.
Let's not skip by Bouchard. I'm here to say that he's one of the best.
Blue line. Yes.
Yeah.
Offensive.
Yes.
But knocking on the door, you could have probably had 1 cup, maybe even 2, if it wasn't for those damn Florida Panthers. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, is it?
But I'm not in the group that feels the Oilers didn't win 1 or both of those cups solely because of goaltending. Like, right. I just have never ascribed to that particular, you know, if we got prime Dominic Hasek, you know, we'd still be having the parade down the Henday, right? I don't buy that. Did Skinner, you know, have some nights where you went, we needed better, needed more? Sure. Yeah, that happened. Am I confident with the, you know, net mining as it's currently configured? I'm okay. I'm good. Let's just say I'm good.
And good in a window should be fine.
Well, that's good given what else is around.
What else is around you, yes.
Good should be good enough, I think, when you've got what the Oilers have in most of the areas, you know, and obviously there's an infusion of younger, cheaper, faster this season. How that's all going to work, we're going to have to wait, obviously, as we often do.
And McGuire was alluding to the stress between the Bruins management and Swayman. And perhaps that there was, because you mentioned, Trev, you do look for opportunities in these. They don't come along often. I mean, when you make a deal with a good player and everything's right, I mean, they're going to bend you over the. But in this case, McGuire's saying is there could have been a crack in the door to be like, hey, a little riff here perhaps happening. Maybe
Can we
get this
exploit
guy
it to our advantage?
Can we help you out with your problem here that you're having with a Jeremy
malcontent.
Swayman? Sure.
You're malcontent. We'll take your talented malcontent.
A window of
But if
chance.
I'm in Boston, as you would, I mean, people, and I understand, you want everything and don't want to give up anything. Fair? That's kind of how a lot of sports
That's
fans.
sports fan. Yeah.
You know, yes, I want your best player. Oh, you want that in return? Oh, no, I'm good. I didn't realize it was going to cost me.
This is all hypothetical, of course, but just it's a weird idea to say or to think that in a different universe right now that did happen, and maybe Swayman is lifting a cup.
I
in
love
orange and
this
blue.
time in the hockey calendar, sports calendar, where now we're starting to lob stuff into the machine, right? So we can fire up the motors for the return of hockey. Okay, Pierre McGuire, right? Okay,
I know.
Lobs one over the
Yes.
fence. Great, we'll chew on that. McDavid speaks. Okay, here we go. What didn't Zach Hyman do a sit down?
He did a
too?
sit down.
Correct.
What
Yep.
did we learn there? How's his hand? That's all I want to know.
Yeah, I mean, he's still doing a little bit of rehab. It's he was on a full cast, and now he's on like a little splinter or whatever you call.
A splinter.
A splint. Oh,
Yes.
yeah, there it is. Yeah, so he didn't give a timeline, but he's expected early. Like that's kind of I don't
on
think
track, right? Like there's
Yeah,
no
It's tracking well. They're not going to have to go in and open them up again and go, oh, God, we left that in there.
yeah, probably I'm expecting him probably like 2 weeks into the season.
Okay.
He'll be good. But yeah, I mean, I think it'll be good. I think he'll be okay. I don't think the injury will have any effect. He says it feels fine. There's no pain, that kind of thing. So
It'll be Hyman, McDavid, and Mangiapane on that top line.
McDavid, maybe
He's
it
a
might.
big Andrew Mangiapane fan.
It might. No, I can't.
You
stand
are?
him. No, I can't stand
Okay,
him.
well, what are the roots of this dislike?
He is one of the few players in the league where and I mean, if you're gonna play that game and like people don't like this take, whatever, that's okay. But if you're gonna play the game that the Kachucks, the Perrys, the Marchands play, Mangiapane, he does play that game where he gets in your face, but he has yet to have like he's annoying, and I mean,
But isn't
maybe
that
he's
what
doing
the
the job.
Oilers
He's doing the job right,
covet?
but I just hate the guy that never drops the glove, and he's always the third guy in. Like if he saw, Sean Monahan, Kachuk, any of those guys getting in a fight, he'd always go just grab the guy from behind, start taking him down. I'm like, dude, just start your own fight. I hate that. I hate that.
But
He's
we're
always
in
the
that
third guy
time,
in.
though, are we not in hockey? I mean, we'll put aside the number of fights we have. We know it's a dying art, sadly. I'm one of the guys that still likes that element to the NHL. But we're in that time where someone who gets the tag pest or irritant or worse, they don't drop it all that often. There's a lot of noise, and there's probably a lot of irritation. And if you're really good at it, like Kachuk,
It's
like
a great
Marchand,
time to be a
it's
pest.
It is a great
Because
time
there's
because you don't
no-
actually have to answer many of the bells.
Exactly.
Because the bells aren't ringing. Like they're not squaring up a lot.
No, and that's fair. But like the pass to be considered a pass is, at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, they will drop the gloves. They will. Like, with Kachuk, all the nonsense that he's done and whenever, what he did to Cassian there, that one game, bring it back a few years. He's like, you know what?
that dude-
I will finally drop the gloves.
I would take that dude on my team if I were building one from ground zero.
Yes.
He'd be one of the first
So would I.
people I chose.
So would I. And see, that's the thing. Kachuk, he's a pest. He's annoying,
And a
but he has
damn
that.
talented one.
At
Honor.
least I can say, he drops the gloves. He's annoying, but he will.
Honor in
I just
hockey
can't
is key.
stand.
He comes
need
from
honor.
good stock in that
We need
area.
honor.
I just
Well-
can't stand that he never has fought. It drives me crazy.
I think it's smart if you can. I mean, I just don't. If you can get away with goading guys into penalties, not kind of getting caught up in yourself, there is a sliminess to it that playing against it is annoying as hell.
Yeah.
And you love to hate him. But if you get that on your team, I think there are benefits to that. Where
Highly
you can,
prized.
I get
to
that,
have that
but
on your team.
to be the guy like, oh, you're the pest, but you actually don't fight. Like I couldn't be that guy. I couldn't like drive.
No, but you're a character guy too. I mean,
thank you.
you are.
Serious?
You know, yeah. Well, no, I'm not really. I'm sure you are a character guy, but I know you have a higher standard, and it's obvious.
Barry the Cheater says the rat era of hockey. Matthew Kachuk. Back in the nasty
gosh.
chat. Old Balls knows what's good. Play my song Dopes.
haven't seen that guy in a while.
Matt Kachuk always he pops up in the chat.
Oh,
every
I
once in
see.
a while.
Yes.
Whenever we say his name, he kind of
Right.
Drives me crazy.
Who is it? Casino Dealer Jay. Morning Nasties. Where do we get tickets for the Esties YTT? You can get tickets to the Esties if you email esties@edmontonsportstalk.com. That's right. It's as simple.
ESTYS.
It's as simple as emailing Esties, ESTYS. Thank you, Dave, at edmontonsportstalk.com. $10. You're not getting an email. Don't sit on it. Don't wait. Don't refresh your inbox waiting for Matthew to email you. Esties at edmontonsportstalk.com. Email that. Say how many tickets you want. They're $10 a pop, and you'll be off to the Garneau Theater.
Is there a chat bot so that
You
if
have
I
to
have questions?
Prove you're a human.
Yes.
Yeah. Do take the test.
Yeah. How many bicycles in this photo?
Esties at edmontonsportstalk.com. Email it. $10 a ticket, and you're off to the Esties. Let's get into the crack pack for Wayne's right now.
Let's do it.
I've been staring at Ricky Ray in this Toronto Argonauts uniform for way too long, and
I like those Argo uniforms, by the way.
the boatman, they call them.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Yeah, pull together.
Okay, let's open these things. You're cracking
On
at
three?
2017. I'm
Hang on a
2018.
second. I don't
Trev's
have-
2019.
there we go. Okay.
All courtesy of Wayne's. You can check them out. Italian Center West End. They are moving. They'll be moving right next door to the Italian Center shop. They were in the process of doing
digs?
that. Yep, right next to the Italian
Right
Center.
next.
Where that old liquor store used to be.
Yes.
They'll have a loading dock now and everything.
Oh, wow.
It's going to be great. Yeah.
Okay.
So they're very excited.
All right, here we
but
go.
moving a card and hobby store, collectible store, tough stuff.
Not easy.
Not easy.
I mean, you guys had to move an entire whatever this is.
Well, this is peanuts, but
Yes. Okay.
I got
How
Ned
do we
Gainey off the hop. I love
How
it.
do we do these? I feel like I want to shuffle them.
Just read them out here.
read them out.
Let's see who you
well,
got.
I mean, come on now. Of course, I would start with Andrew Buckley, Stampeders quarterback.
Okay, yeah. Which roofing
What
company
camera
is
are we
he
on
working
here?
for now? Yeah.
What camera? There we go.
Andrew Buckley.
Okay, I place it face down, and then I go to the next one. Am I? Oh, come on now. Come on now. Kendall Lawrence in a Rider jersey, but with an Eskimo logo. I said
He was a
Eskimo.
good returner.
Yes, he
for
was.
both clubs.
Both. Yes,
He
he, was.
didn't like he kept it going for both. Kendall Lawrence.
Kendall.
Kendall.
Okay.
Who we got next?
Big John Gott.
Big John Gott,
Is
who would
he not
always
the guy
the
drink
beer
the beer?
celebration.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, and then
next
the-
to the cutter, and,
And then the league jumped in and said, hey,
this fund doesn't exist
this
anymore.
is our league.
2.0.
And you can't drink alcohol.
He had the
Trust
big
me.
beard. He's a character. That's
Yes.
I want more linemen
Manufactured
like
character.
him. Yeah.
Solomon Elamimian.
Solomon Aluminum.
Who is going on the BC Lions Ring of Honor, and his
Let's see
number
that
will.
card.
And it's
That's an all-star card, hey? That's a
terri-
West Division all-star.
terrible uniform the Lions had briefly there.
That logo sucked.
It was.
It looked college-y, but not even SEC.
Not even-
It looked like Sunbelt.
Now what's happening here? There's
That's just a divider. Yeah,
Just a
yeah.
divider to keep it crisp.
Yeah.
Anthony Parker, I believe a Canadian receiver, if I'm not
Correct.
mistaken.
Yeah.
There you go.
He carved out a career.
Camera two, and Deontay Spencer, very good player.
Yeah. He
There
had
you
some
go.
NFL time, did he not?
I believe so.
So Dominic Rhymes,
Yeah.
Ottawa Red Blacks, when they were predominantly white blacks with the white jerseys. Mitchell White, what a name here. And once again, playing for the Argonauts, but with the Alouettes logo. Mitchell White. It's tough having names like that, hey?
In what regard?
Like Paul Smith. Like you just kind of, especially in sport.
It's like
you want to be kind of.
It's a placeholder name.
If your name is Zort McGurk, it's like, oh, just check out Zort McGurk. Like nobody, everybody's like,
your name here.
yeah.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah. I know. It doesn't feel. Well, it's like
Just-
the two first names.
Yeah. You'll be
I'm
looked.
friends with a guy who works for the BC
when
Lions.
guys are going up
Rob
roster.
Rob Ralph. And you're like,
It's-
pick one. You can't have two.
Yeah, and when you're looking up and down, you kind of maybe gloss over it.
Yeah.
Zort McGort would or whatever.
Yeah.
An auto, Kevin Glenn, autographed card. Boom, baby. Auto, Kevin Glenn, playing for the Riders with the Eskimos logo. He was the guy that he touched them all.
Yeah.
Right?
Touched them all.
And I don't know who the modern day Kevin Glenn might be at this point. Could be, no, Arbuckle hasn't played. He's played for half the teams.
Well, he'd still be the...
VA actually has.
Well, just give him a few more years.
But a Kevin Glenn auto. I'm slabbing that. Chris Rainey, former Gator.
Tim Hauraney.
And these god-awful Lions uniforms again. The creamsicle
That's awful.
sherbet.
Yeah.
But a good returner.
Yep.
Ed Gainey, hell of a back. Defensive back. Had some time here as well.
Very good.
And the old checklist with Ricky Ray and Trevor Harris in his Red Blacks days. Trevor, I'm very excited to see who you got in that pack. And once again, any green and whites, I wouldn't mind if I'll engage in a deal with you.
Okay, so it's no surprise, or it's not a secret. I've been, a CFL guy the last 2 years, especially this year, right?
Yes.
I'm not familiar with any of these names.
Yeah.
What
Just
is
read
this,
them out.
Yeah,
2019?
read it. This
I'm
is
gonna
the
butcher
best
this.
And put them on the, get them on the cam there.
I didn't even say
so people
splint
can see.
earlier. Okay, let's start off with Markin Michael.
Markin Michelle.
Michelle.
And he spent some time with the Eagles, right?
Yes.
He had an
Yes, he
NFL.
Terrible at reading. Anyway. Oh gosh. Talk about nines. I like this guy. Number 69, Suk Chung.
Yeah, Suk Chung.
Suk Chung.
Yeah.
I'm
He had a
keeping this
good-
one.
Trev's hitting some names here
I
for the
love
first time. He's
Mark
got
and Michelle and Suk Chung.
The innocence of a child.
Abuski's
Okay.
going, what? No Jamaica Rector?
Charles Assman.
Then we got Mike Edom.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good. Nicely done.
I'm not like none of these guys are still in the CFL, right?
The three you've said no. Michelle,
I don't think any of
last
these
year
are.
he had
Yeah.
a cup of tea, but
Declan Cross. That familiar?
Yes. I'm familiar with his work.
Ricky Collins Jr.
Yes.
he was a good receiver. I
Yeah.
didn't mind him, actually. I had a lot of time
And-
for him.
Juwan
Breskison.
Breskison. National.
Did I say? How do you say his first name?
Breskison.
Jawan.
Jawan, yeah.
Jawan Breskison.
I was gonna say Juan or Juwan. So
He was good in
yeah,
fantasy. He was because of the ratio. He was a good ratio buster.
I like
Joan
Suk Chung. Suk Chung. Well, that talk about a name though.
It's a great name.
Oh yeah,
So
like like a Dominican Sue. That
Yes.
type of
Michael Sam. There's a guy
That-
with two first names.
Michael Sam.
You remember?
And he had a cup of coffee up here too, did he not?
Alouettes.
Yeah. Alouettes. What off the top of your melon?
Yeah.
And you've been around, you've seen it all, my friend.
Yeah.
What is the I guess just funniest CFL name of all time? Like what is the?
Well-
you could probably do a Rushmore. You could probably do a top 10, 20. But off the top of your
this
head,
is highly inappropriate, and I am not earmuffs for the younger folks. But we had, I think, at the same time, Jamaica Rector and Charles Assman.
yeah,
And
having them both in the same is
right.
Trevor's. He's
Yeah,
got it.
and Chuck Assman was an awesome guy, and I'm sure he had heard everything yelled at him at Ivor Wynn.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
when
well,
he would go in with
in the
and-
you stay in the dugout.
Right,
You don't
you're
let
just
your
like, okay, you're standing on the sidelines. You're like, yeah, okay, great, Box J boy, I've heard it. Thank you. That's original. But yeah, we had, and
Rector were the two of them ever standing next to each other on a side?
I'll tell you this: someone.
Because you could.
Well,
I'm not going to
I
say
was
it, but those
asked-
two last names.
I was asked, can you find a way to engage, because I'd be on the sidelines a lot, the two of them in a conversation and see if you can get them into a shot, and we'll make sure.
Because you're reading that in your mind. Again,
you
we
can
don't need
see
to
that
repeat
stuff
it.
coming.
Yeah.
We can see that's, I mean, if Saladin McCullough and, there's some other great names, of course.
Ladolfius McCall, the Sandman.
Well,
Yeah.
there's Saladin McCullough
Saladin,
and Ladolfius McCallum.
Ladufius McCalla.
Yeah. Yeah.
Rock and Roll Preston. We were talking about that before
Sure.
the show. The brothers.
Yes.
You guys,
Yes. Hisham El Mashtub,
Curtis Mayfield.
rest in peace, of course.
Superfly.
Well, there was
They called him
Superfly.
They called him Cadillac.
Which made no sense. I mean, that's zero sense.
Jeez.
Who was the guy whose father played in the NFL and then replaced Smokey Robinson in the Miracles? And he played for the Riders, and I picked him up at the airport at like 1 a.m, and he was, God, I can't remember. So, quick CFL story, indulge. There were times when I would, because we didn't have a big staff, hey, Dave, you live out, near the airport or close to it. can you go pick up new receiver, right, coming in? Kwame Cavill. Let her just pull a name for you, which I did. And so I would go out there and have a little sign, right? And the flight would be coming in from Minneapolis because that's where all the flights came in from, right? For guys that, were coming up. And I'd have a little sign, Edmonton Eskimos, right? With the EE logo. And I'd be like,
chauffeur's uniform.
Yeah. And then he would come over and he's probably carrying a, Tampa Bay Buccaneers bag that he got from a tryout. And he would come in. And this guy, God, why can I not remember his name? Played for the Riders and then came here.
Arabin Justin.
And Steve Armitage would always call him Justin Arabin. And so I picked him up and Kwame Cavill on another trip, but we're driving and I'm like, hey, where are you from? And, we're doing the old, hi, how are you? And I said, wait a minute. Are you the guy whose dad was a singer after he played for the Los Angeles Rams like years ago?
The Miracles.
Yeah. Like, what a very cool life arc, huh?
Well, his dad naming him Arabin.
Yes.
Also named his brother Arias. Justin. Arias and Arabin Justin.
Sure.
These are the stories I like. Again, Stephen Brunt could narrate, but I want you providing the script and the story because I just think that's
with Arash.
Arash can chime in.
It would be writing by
Absolutely.
committee. It'd be writing by committee.
Jill YG in the nasty chat. Andrew Buckley is the only CFL player I could tell you anything about. Which that sentence alone is a great point of pride for you, Jill.
That's CFL. That's prime CFL.
She goes left the league to go to med school.
Okay, well,
so that's a lot of these guys go into law enforcement. I know I think Rob Bagg was he retired to become a cop. Or
Carlo
something.
Panero was with the Eskimos and was at the U of A in med school and would come off a night shift working in the OR in his scrubs, come to our dressing room, read the playbook and do whatever he had to do and then jump on a flight. And he was a backup O-lineman. And now I think he's their orthopedic surgeon for the team.
I would like to do a program with you, maybe 5 hours, where we just bandy about CFL names.
Sure.
I would.
I don't know who would watch.
At least 5 hours.
But I'd
just
be
for our
happy to do
own.
it.
For our own entertainment. We wouldn't record it. We wouldn't broadcast it. It'd just be me and you in a room for our own entertainment.
Yes.
Because I love
Happy
going over these old names.
Yeah.
Abutsky says Trevor Gaylor. There was,
Yes.
yeah, I remember him. Yeah,
Oh, yes.
absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah, if you got any more, look, we can do this all morning.
Chris Razzle Dazzle Brazzle.
Chris Brazzle, yeah. Josh Ronick.
Little Ball of Hate.
Yeah.
Chris Brazzle, I have seen obviously a lot of very difficult human interactions on a football field, either in practice or in a game. And had Ed Hervey been on the show this morning, I would have said to him, because I can do that. I've known Ed for a very long time.
Yeah.
And I would say 2002, Grey Cup, Edmonton, frozen tundra. We're down against the Alouettes. We're hosting the Grey Cup. Pat Woodcock, the big return.
Yeah.
And Chris Brazzle did not jump for a pass by our bench. And I was standing right there. Or he didn't catch the ball, but he didn't make the kind of effort you would make in the Grey Cup.
In a Grey Cup, yeah.
And I was right there, and I thought, okay, Ed Hervey's going to kill him, and no one will stop Ed. And when the cops come to identify the body, we're all going to say, I didn't see a thing.
Yeah, by the dental records.
And there were people like, no, kill him, Ed. Just do it here. Don't worry about the cameras, and no one will just do it.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, it was one of those moments, where, they say teammates, you got to police each other. Mm-hmm. That was one of the ultimate moments.
Well, Ed's parting words to us yesterday was stick together. Like he didn't have to think about that.
No.
What, any advice? Stick together. Mo Elowanibi.
Yes.
There's one. Yeah. Yeah.
Sure.
You have a little Mo Elowanibi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bobby Singh.
Sure.
He and Davis Sanchez used to own a janitorial company. Yes, I know.
See, this is what I want. You
Yeah,
say
yeah,
a name and you come up with some
Yeah.
interesting anecdote about it. That was the crack pack for Wayne's. I love doing the CFL cards because it just gets us talking on this, and
It could go all day.
I could do it all weekend, man. But we will move on. Hour 2 of the Nielson Show continue up next. We'll hit the track. Tim Hauraney, he is on the scene in the Netherlands. We're going to Zandvoort for the Dutch Grand Prix. It's Gager and I's favorite race. It's more of a party atmosphere. They got the techno going. It's the Dutch, man. They got the
Dutch.
the Orange or whatever. They got the. And you said you have a personal tie into this race because
My nephew is there.
That's
my
pretty
nephew's
cool.
over there. Yeah, he's on a sabbatical, and so he is seeing the world.
Could we get him? Could we get a hit before the end of the show? Can you give him a live?
I hope he's there and well lubricated. The Dutch. They gave us Van Halen.
Marco Van Basten.
Yes.
That's coming up next. As well, Hunter Baumgardt will discuss the little Milwaukee Brewers at the bottom of the hour. That's good for the Italian Center, and we'll go over Play Alberta as well for the early bird special. It is the Nielsen Show. Lieutenant Eric, Dave Jameson in for Dustin Nielsen. YouTube Trev's got his sports update here. We're going to Mexico. You can join us. More on that to come here on Edmonton Sports Talk, presented by Play Alberta.
The Toronto Blue Jays are back in action this afternoon as they open up a 3-game set against the Milwaukee Brewers. Shane Bieber gets the start for the Jays while the Brewers send out Freddie Peralta. First pitch is set for 5:07. Yesterday in the NFL, the Dallas Cowboys trade star linebacker Micah Parsons to the Green Bay Packers. In return, Dallas received 2 first-round picks and veteran defensive tackle Kenny Clark. Parsons immediately signed a massive 4-year, $188 million deal with Green Bay, making him the highest-paid non-quarterback in league history. Strong day for Canada at the U.S. Open yesterday. Denis Shapovalov won in 4 sets to reach the third round, while Felix Auger-Aliassime cruised in straight sets over Roman Safiullin. However, Gabriel Diallo did fall in straight sets and will not advance. But up next for Shapovalov is world-ranked number 1 Jannik Sinner, while Aliassime is set to face Alexander Zverev tomorrow. And on the women's side, Leylah Fernandez will hit the court later today to take on world number 1 Aryna Sabalenka. Whether you're dreaming of crystal clear waters or exotic destinations, contact Chelsea LaBelle at Expedia Cruises in Northeast Edmonton to start planning your next cruise or vacation destination. Call 780-970-4834. I'm YouTube Trev, and you are up to date.
right, 7:06, hour 2 of the Nielson Show underway here on Edmonton Sports Talk, presented by Play Alberta. Dave Jamieson in for Dustin Nielsen, Lieutenant Eric. You heard YouTube Trev there on the Sports Update. TuneIn Radio, iHeartRadio, and on YouTube as well if you want to watch us. I know a few questions coming in for Tim. He'll be our guest here. Tim Hauraney, TSN Racing Analyst on the way. Dawson has a question for Tim on how he thinks Cadillac will do. I think you wanted to talk about Caddy Curtis Mayfield with Tim Hauraney there. Yes, pretty significant drivers, you bet, Dawson, with some experience as well around the grid. So good to see there. Nick in the North says Lance Stroll got P3 and FP1. Unfortunately, least likable driver on the grid, even if he is Canadian. We usually love our Canadians regardless of the sport or whatever.
No,
we don't really like Lance Stroll, though. That's the problem. It's his daddy. It's the silver spoon. It's the whole. But that's racing. You know, you kind of got to take that as it comes to.
I mean, are there any bootstrap stories in F1 of people rising up from
the mean
abject
streets,
poverty to this?
Yeah, I used to race in a wooden car, and then I kind of
doubt it.
Timmy's good. He'll be joining us here. Tim Hauraney, TSN Racing Analyst. Tim, once again, greatly appreciate your time, and welcome back to the show. I guess welcome back, after the break in the Formula One schedule. Correct, you are up in the Netherlands for this one?
That's right. I am, and I did race a wooden car, so there you go.
This is the story we're looking for.
You're the guy.
You're the guy. The rags to riches.
Yeah, seriously though, wooden car, and then jump in it and throw it down a hill and see how fast you can go.
I love it. Let's see so where are you at? I guess what time is it there?
Well,
Zandvoort is the Grand Prix, Dutch Grand Prix. We got a little FP going on right now. Hey.
Yep. So currently it's 3:08 p.m. and I'm in the paddock. I'm actually standing, looking at the Williams Racing motorhome. Currently, where they store a lot of their parts for their race car, and beside them is Kick Sauber. So, yeah, live on location here, guys. Just getting ready for free practice 2, which should kick off here in the next hour.
Tim, Cadillac started a few years ago by Michael Andretti. No American driver. Is that surprising in any way, shape, or form? Is that a miss by them, or is that just a product of they don't have someone suitable right now?
Yeah, there is no one suitable at this moment. Maybe Jack Crawford, who's racing in Formula 2, but it's not a good idea to go with a rookie when you're a brand new team joining Formula 1. If you take a look at what Haas did their first time out in F1, two fairly experienced drivers. One in Romain Grosjean, who had about 5 or 6 years worth of experience, and then beside him was Esteban Gutierrez, who again had a lot of F1 experience at the same time. So it's not a great. It wouldn't have been a great move by Cadillac to just go ahead and bring in an experienced driver and partner that experienced driver with a rookie. Not only would that experienced driver having to be teaching the rookie, but that same driver would have had to teach the whole team as well. Because you have to remember that when you're building a brand new Formula One team, a lot of the people that you are recruiting aren't necessarily involved in F1, and they don't know the systems. They don't know the flow of it. They don't know how to communicate with drivers. They don't understand different things that a driver says. It allows them to build a race car. And so having 2 experienced drivers really allows Cadillac to grow a lot faster and learn a lot faster, which is super important for them, guys, because they're going to be coming into a new regulation. No one's going to know what's going on with that when it first hits the track. And I think for Cadillac, in terms of their trajectory, it's not going to be a good one starting off the season. They are definitely going to struggle. This is going to be an uphill battle. It's going to take years. So the more experience you can get on your team, the better.
Tim Hauraney, TSN Racing Analyst, joining us live from Zandvoort in the site of the Dutch Grand Prix. Tim, to this race now we go. I know you had a great picture yesterday of Tarzan out there on the track, and I can't imagine going to that one at rocket speed. But just as a refresher for our listeners and viewers, what's so special about this race, this track? And because, Joaquin Gage, you speak with him quite often. Him and I just love the theater that goes into this race.
Listen, you guys, honestly, if you ever get a chance, you should come here to do this race before it leaves the calendar. I've only been here for 3 days, and I've had an absolute blast. The country itself of Netherlands is beautiful. The people are amazing. I haven't met like one Dutch person who's given me any attitude or anything. If anything, they busted me up and made fun of me, which, I respect. And honestly, guys, like the atmosphere here is, it's like a massive party. I mean, I don't know if you can hear it right now, but there is like a DJ and like a mosh pit just happening, like, 300 meters in front of me. And last night I was trying to leave the track, and there was like flames being shot out of a stage. There was fireworks going off everywhere. There was a DJ going on. It was great. The atmosphere is amazing. As for the track, like the track is insane. It is super fast. It's very technical, and it has a lot of high commitment to it. So a lot of the times if the driver has a lot of confidence, seeing them go through a corner like Tarzan, which is like turn 1 here at this track. And then there's another corner called Skyflock. It's like turns 6, 7, and 8. And it's just this blind downhill, flat out 7th, 8th gear, full commitment. You make one tiny little mistake with your turn in and you're going to be eating concrete. It is a very highly demanding track, guys. And it's amazing. I took a tour around it yesterday with a bunch of folks from who were a part of like F1, and we were doing a bit of a track tour, and just being on some of the banking here, like the banking is steeper than what you get at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. So it's just absolutely crazy, guys. It's crazy.
Tim, Lewis Hamilton has talked about having fun again. Is it possible to truly have fun when you're driving for Ferrari, given the expectations?
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, I think Lewis knew what he was, signing up for when he signed on the dotted line to go and drive for Ferrari. I think for Lewis, it's the frustration, right? It's the frustration of not being as competitive as he wants to, given the fact that he's put so much time and so much effort into making this thing work for him at Ferrari. And Charles Leclerc, we have to give him a lot of credit because he showed up prepared this season. He knew what the expectation was, and he's answered the call. This is some of the best driving I've ever seen from Charles Leclerc. And I think a big part of that is, him knowing that Lewis Hamilton is coming to the team. And I think for Charles, he wants to put his stamp on the team and let Lewis know that it's his team. And so for Lewis, moving forward, he still has a lot of work to do, no question about that. Can he figure something out this season? That's questionable. I think it's going to be really challenging for Lewis from here on out. But for next year, if they're able to get a competitive car and one that has a little more drivability to it, I think Lewis can bounce back to his, championship-winning ways. No question about it. That champion is still in there. No question about that.
A couple more for you, Tim, if we could. I just wanted to get to, you talked about the track. In terms of, it's Verstappen's, home race, home country, that type of thing. Who does this favor more in terms of like driver and or team? Would you say, and who do you kind of see being on the podium come the end of the weekend?
It's going to be tough, I think, for teams to catch McLaren. If anyone kind of has a shot, I think it could be the Ferraris, even though they did have a pretty poor free practice 1, but there's no one saying that Ferrari cannot turn things around or turn the car around for free practice 2 and for free practice 3 and into qualifying. I think when we take a look at this track compared to the Hungarian in Hungary and how well Charles Leclerc did there by capturing pole position and that track configuration and track layout, if Ferrari can figure out a better setup for the next 2 sessions, I don't see why Charles Leclerc couldn't be battling one of the McLarens for pole position. No question about that. Other teams that I think you should probably keep an eye on is Aston Martin. Again, this is a track configuration that seems to really suit their car. At the moment, they're playing around with the different types of setups on their car in free practice 1. They're going to try a few different setup tweaks to both Lance and Fernando's cars. In free practice 2, they're going to offset those cars to see which one works better. But however, I think Aston Martin could be could have in store for them some good points this weekend.
And then I wanted to get to this as well. Nick in the North asking about Red Bull, and I think you and your co-host Adam Wilde of Nailing the Apex touched on Red Bull and their interest in a particular driver next year when Yuki Tsunoda's out of the seat. You got any more info on that?
Yeah, so I think at this moment there hasn't been a decision on that second seat at Red Bull Racing, whether or not Yuki Tsunoda is going to keep it or whether they'll take Isaac Hajar from Racing Bulls and move him into that second seat at Red Bull Racing. But yeah, there was that report that came out of Alex Palou, who apparently Red Bull Racing had some interest in them, claiming the report. However, it did speak with and hear from Chip Ganassi from Chip Ganassi Racing, who Alex Palou races for, and Chip basically saying like it was a non-story and that no one has contacted him over his driver Alex Palou, and he also had said that no one from Red Bull Racing had contacted Alex and Alex's team management either. So I really don't think we will ever see Alex Palou racing at Red Bull Racing. However, I do think that we could see Isaac Hajar, though, taking that second seat at Red Bull.
Yeah, if as you said, Yuki doesn't, right? Like, that's nothing's for sure there yet, but if that would be the case, it probably...
It would be hard, though, man. Like, I don't know what they do with Yuki because of the backing that he brings from Honda, right? So Honda, obviously, being the power unit supplier for Red Bull Racing, they do pay for some of his Red Bull seats. And so if Honda is not going to be there, which they're not next season, Honda's moving to Aston Martin. I don't know who would be able to flip some of Yuki's bill at that team. So there's a lot of question marks around Yuki at that seat for next season.
All right, Tim, we'll let you get back to it. I just wanted to ask as well, like you mentioned the party atmosphere and everything. What is your nightlife like? You can't be working all the time there, so do you got anything stenciled in terms of clubs, DJs, and or parties that you can safely mention on air here?
No, buddy. Honestly, I wish I was partying, but honestly, man, I'm working at the track like every night till like 9 p.m. So, and then I've got to go straight back to the hotel, which is not close to where I'm at. Yeah. So I won't
Sure, Tim. Yeah, sure. Okay.
You're suffering for your art.
You tell us that.
Yeah.
No, I'm telling you the truth, boys. I'm being dead serious. I mean, heading to Italy for the Italian Grand Prix on Monday. So might have a few beveraginos on Tuesday when I get to Italy.
Well, you'll deserve it, man. You do a bang-up job.
earned.
And once again, thanks so much for carving out the time for us. Enjoy the weekend in the race.
Thanks so much for having me, guys. I really appreciate it.
Thanks, Tim. The best.
He could go into outer space and he'd be like, yeah, what time do you want me?
Pro's pro.
He's the best. And I don't know. There's probably some sort of Dutch speakeasy that he didn't. Tim will wet the whistle.
Oh,
he works
sure
hard.
He will.
He works hard. He should be able to play hard.
Exactly.
Go check out a David Guetta set. Hey, he'll probably be there.
I would imagine. Yeah, that would see, or a Dead Mouse.
Yeah. This is, and I know you're not like this isn't your.
I'm
but
more into the EDM scene than you don't.
But if any, well, not EDM. No, I know your relationship with house music.
Yes.
But in terms of racing, like this is the marriage of like this is the one where you're just.
It's the collision.
Have a European beer.
When you
Dutch people are fun. They're kind of the whole bit.
Sure. Yes.
David Guetta.
It just works.
Guetta.
Yeah. Tim, when F1 started to lift off, we know why, and I forget what year that
Netflix.
was when it yes. But having Tim Hauraney be the guy in our country, because he's on TSN and doing all of the stuff and this show and is that also is one of those. Yeah, he's the guy to explain it to those who.
His rise has been great, and he paired it with, again, you said the popularity of it, pandemic and everything, people while you watch racing.
Yeah.
But it was nice to hear him, too, at the beginning. We were talking jokingly about he did race, and he was like soapbox type of dirt. Like he is one of those stories that we were mentioning that kind of the anti-Lance Stroll.
Because it is a very wealthy person's
you got to have a bit of coin to get
diversion.
in.
You are not bootstrapping your way in there. I don't
Can't
think.
go down to Totem Sports and just find yourself a used race car.
drive.
Kind of. Yeah. You know.
Yeah.
Anyways, Tim, we thank him for his time. Dutch Grand Prix. Enjoy it because I believe next year is the last year for it. They'll be taking it out of the circuit, so to speak.
And they do
Which
that
is sad.
because
they want to go to this and that and the other, and the purists hate it because now they want to take like these Monacos and stuff, and they want to go like the desert and have it brand new.
Oh,
so all the traditional technical tracks. Well, that's just for.
Can we put it on Saturn and build a track there?
Sure. Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
like they. Yeah, I know what you're doing.
Time for the Play Alberta Early Bird. And once again, use your game sense, but download the app or head to playalberta.ca right now. You can also, if you're not a sports bettor, I guess, and you just want to kind of mosey around the casino, deposit $20 using the EST exclusive promo 100 Casino for a $50 casino bonus. So deposit 20, get 50 in a bonus. Simple as that. You can play the roulette, you can play the cards, you can play the whole.
Do it all. If you so choose,
baccarat.
but play responsibly.
Yes, use your game sense. Right now up there, and I can't look away from this one, it's been sitting up there for a while. It is juicy, Dave. It's the Lock Shop Partner Parlay, and of course the Lock Shop later on this morning. Okay. Actually, YouTube Trev and I will be tag teaming the Hangout later today alongside Matthew Iwanek and Jason Milne, right?
Wait a minute, you're coming off this show and going right in there.
Yeah, we're like the Tim Hauraney of EST. Did you want hour 1 or 2? Or do you want to flip a coin or something?
I forgot about that.
Do you want to leave it to fate?
Look at this.
Oh.
Tube goes, oh boy, and I scheduled an
He didn't
oil
have his
change.
notes.
Oh,
He used his notes.
crap. I'm just joking. Yeah, you know what? Well, what's better for me? Because I got to get everything set up. So do I want to do that in hour 1 or hour 2?
Well, you think about it.
Yeah, you
Then
so
we'll
you don't
come
have
back.
to do your schedule on the air right now. Figure it out in a break.
Okay.
We will, and it doesn't matter.
And
But
you're okay with either?
I don't give a
Okay.
rat's ass.
Does he look like the kind of guy that's I'm an hour 1 guy. You know what? I'm hour 1.
That's why I love him.
Yeah.
It's LT.
Yeah. But this Lock Shop Partner Parlay, which again, as mentioned, will be later on today on our Edmonton Sports Talk programming schedule. Dave, Ravens to win the AFC North.
Okay.
You can lock that in, right?
I'll go, yes. Why not?
Falcons to win the NFC South.
Okay. Michael Penix.
Michael Penix Jr.
Hello.
Yeah. I'd fancy them to do that. That's a division that's, I mean, are the Saints going to stop them?
No, with Spencer Rattler, right? That's their quarterback down in New Orleans.
Not the drink. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Chiefs to win the AFC West. That's a
okay. I guess
sign it up right now, right?
do it for Travis.
Although the Broncos, Chargers, Chiefs win the division, and the Lions to win the NFC North. Could
Logical.
prove to be a little tough, but the Vikings, we'll see what they are with McCarthy, and the Packers now with
Micah. You're going to go against
Little bit of
Coach
love.
Dan Campbell?
Yeah, but he lost all of his
Campbell?
coordinators. Dusty's very worried. The coordinators are gone. That's the price of success.
Oh, yeah. You're always going to get
Or
your
getting
best
close
guys
to.
picked off.
Yeah, picked off. Like the buzzers. Were,
Right.
So anyways, Ravens to win the div, Falcons, Chiefs, and Lions also to win the respective divisions. You can get that at plus 24.50 right now. That's. I mean, you can see all of this happening very easily. Plus 24.50. That's
not a
where you can
reach,
get it.
not a stretch. in
Not a
any of
reach
that?
at all,
No.
but outstanding play there. Jays play of the day yesterday, and once again, playalberta.ca, sports tab at the top, EST specials on the left if you want to get into these. Jays play of the day, Riders, it says here, at Blue Bombers, over 51.5. Maybe he's going for the Labor Day rematch, I believe, if it would be at Winnipeg. Over 51. Yeah, okay. Lock Shop CFL teaser as well. They're calling for the Labor Day Riders and Bombers over 45.5. Toronto Hamilton over 51. And Edmonton and Calgary under 57.5. That's boosted to plus 179. So you can get all these right here at playalberta.ca. Go on the website, download the app, but use your game sense and
play
game
responsibly.
sense.
Use your game sense.
And once again, sports at the top, EST specials on the side. If you don't want to go into the specials, that's fine too. CFL's up there. You can do some NCAA football. NFL's right around the corner. Or if you want to hop on the Jays today, Jays Brewers, hell of a matchup. Right now, Jays minus 1.5 right now. That's going for plus 147. So hop on, take a look around, peruse the sports, and as mentioned, if that's not your game, head into the casino. $20 deposit, you get a $50 casino bonus. 100 Casino is the code right now up at Play Alberta. Looks like the Paris Jewelers inbox is experiencing a bit of a technical difficulty.
What?
Maria in Barhead was the last texter at 6:17, and her text kind of showed up half. There's a word bubble in which the words or text should be in it, and it's blank, which never happens. So I apologize to all of you. We've had an issue where we can't even reply to text over the last little while, but if we're not reading them this morning, I'm not ignoring you. You haven't been blocked. You haven't been canceled or anything such as that.
Couldn't do that here.
But the Paris Jewelers inbox having a bit of a hiccup. We can't issue a ticket yet.
On,
we don't have that.
we got to go to the help desk in Mumbai.
Tech department, yes.
At TSN 1260, rest in peace. When the inbox would go down, and Nielson would rage against
the machine
and against our corporate overlords, because we couldn't. We're in the business of data and business of telephones, and we couldn't make it work. Remember that? And you'd go like you do a 3-hour show or 2-hour show, whatever it was going to be, and you'd have no text.
The joke of it was, you're right, it was a telecom company
that we couldn't do the core business well.
Yeah, the texting didn't work. And I also do remember we used to have those phones, and you had the variety of lines, and you could do a lot. You could inter-office. It was a good phone.
Sure.
One day they said, "Hey, we're replacing the phones."
Oh yeah.
And they replaced that with just a regular, like a rotary.
Yes, the equivalent of
like a banana phone. Like you're kind of, for a phone company. Mm-hmm. We should be testing the state-of-the-art newest, and here they go, and they take something away, and they bring us, here you go, here's a phone, I'm surprised you didn't have to put like a quarter in to kind of,
with the long cord that you could like go around a corner and talk.
We had more text issues there than we've had here.
Yes,
albeit we haven't been around as long, and this is kind of bothering me as well. But anyways, so just a PSA right now. If you are texting in and we're not reading them, doesn't mean we're ignoring you or don't like you. We just can't see them. The actual last text we got, and it'll probably been texted today if things stay like this. 611 Spruce Grove Corey, that damn Don Henley, Huey Lewis would be pulling that nonsense, and I kind of like it like this. That should be.
It's a good like. Stop. Okay, that's the last one before we go off.
Maybe Don Henley canceled their texting. That damn Don Henley.
There might be a bigger issue for 8 o'clock.
Yes.
When we need someone to text in for kind of easy trivia.
Well, what we'll actually do. I was going to say we can take caller number 10, like we. But we can't do that because we're not giving out the number.
Yeah.
We'll probably do it in this case, maybe a Twitter contest or something along those lines. Or can we do it in the nasty chat? Be kind of iffy
because
there's no way to personally communicate with somebody.
Yeah, they'd be like, "Hey, pick me," but then I'd be like, "Okay, what's your number?"
You know what this right here is like what I imagine a huddle is. On a really bad football team.
This is why we have the boardroom.
Like the quarterback, and everyone's leaning in, and we're like, "What are we doing here?"
Well, you're kind of. This is off the playbook. We didn't see this in film.
Yeah, a quarterback does this to the coach, like who's yelling, and you're like, "We're gonna go off my wristband."
We gotta kind of go. Yeah.
I'm taking one right off the wristband.
This is Michael Bishop. Just paint a picture for us, Picasso.
Kevin Mason.
We'll figure it out. It'll probably have to be Twitter. I think that'd be the easiest way.
Because everyone's on that. It's super popular.
Well, that's the unfortunate thing is if you're not. But it'll probably have to be a contest such as that. Or maybe our Instagram account. We could always go there as well. But we'll figure something out. But I don't mind the Spruce Grove Corey text as being the final. That damn Don Henley.
I could just call like our past winners. So surprised,
people that have texted in before
or that have played before. Be like, hey, random text or random call. You okay to play? Maybe. Nasties, would you be okay with that?
Or maybe you have a race. The first person to show up to ESTHQ.
Oh,
like come and get it. Like we're just dangling the puppy and
We just drop a line out the window.
Yeah.
And they bob for
You
it.
want it, come get it.
Oh,
and
No.
And people like scaling the build, climbing, not like grabbing people and pushing them off. Anyways, 780-218-9999. You can text in. We may not see it. Or if it gets fixed, maybe they'll all show up. Like remember that when it would get fixed and it cascade down,
Right,
and you'd
and
be
then
like,
you were and then you're getting stuff like, wow, the Oilers traded Taylor Hall.
The president's
and you're like,
been
what?
shot. Like they'd be so outdated
Right.
that it's just kind of.
Yeah.
Let's get to a sports update for Park Mazda on the way. And that's good for the Italian Center. And we're going down Milwaukee way. Hunter Baumgartner covers the Brewers. We'll get his thoughts on the Brewers as they visit the Jays to begin a weekend set tonight from Toronto. It is the Nielson Show. Dave Jameson in for Dustin Nielsen, Lieutenant Eric. And once again, a sports update from YouTube Trev for the fine folks at Park Mazda.
Toronto Blue Jays are back in action this afternoon as they open up a 3-game set against the Milwaukee Brewers. Shane Bieber gets the start for the Jays while the Brewers send out Freddie Peralta. First pitch is set for 5:07. Yesterday in the NFL, the Dallas Cowboys trade star linebacker Micah Parsons to the Green Bay Packers. In return, Dallas received 2 first-round picks and veteran defensive tackle Kenny Clark. Parsons immediately signed a massive 4-year, $188 million deal with Green Bay, making him the highest-paid non-quarterback in league history. Strong day for Canada at the U.S. Open yesterday. Denis Shapovalov won in 4 sets to reach the third round, while Felix Auger-Aliassime cruised in straight sets over Roman Safulin. However, Gabriel Diallo did fall in straight sets and will not advance. But up next for Shapovalov is world-ranked number 1, Yannick Sinner, while Aliassime is set to face Alexander Zverev tomorrow. And on the women's side, Leylah Fernandez will hit the court today to take on world number 1, Aryna Sabalenka. The sports update is brought to you by the fine folks at Park Mazda and dealer principal Mitch Sawicki, your dealer for life.
Hi there. If you're like me, you like to picture yourself in luxury, even though there's absolutely no way you could afford it. And if you can, well, even better. Thankfully, I picture myself in something that is luxury, but still absolutely affordable, like the all-new Mazda CX-90 from Park Mazda. With the new luxury features like facial recognition settings and quilted detail Napa leather seating, I can pretend to be comfortable with all of my proper settings activated without even touching a button, thanks to Mitch Lewicki and the great staff at Park Mazda. I like to picture Mitch Lewicki as a figure skater. He wears like a white outfit and he does interpretive ice dances to my life's journey.
Park Mazda, your dealer for life in Sherwood Park off Y Road, parkmazda.ca.
.735, the Troy Tulowitzki home run song. That's Philly Lutea on the vocals there for you. Dave Jameson in for Dustin Nielsen, who will have the call Monday, Labor Day down in Calgary. Stamps Elks will also be welcoming us off the Labor Day buses that we're taking down there, giving us a tote bag. I like to.
Oh, do you?
He's greeting.
They're not truly a tote bag. Are you getting
no,
one?
But I like to imagine like he's greeting us there. He's got a tote. He gives us a Hawaiian, I like maybe that. A kiss, a ceremonial. Yeah, like everybody off the bus. That'd be a nice touch.
So, how many in total are going down? How many folks on these two buses?
Well, it's a big coach. Like it's your regular size. It's like your coach bus, and there's 2 of them. So I don't know what they would hold.
That's impressive.
It is. And it's not all EST listeners. Of course, it's kind of half that and half just Elks fans that have signed up through the Elks website and such. So it'll be a nice mix. We'll get to know some people we don't and maybe get them into the AM or FM nasty, if you will. So it'll be a good time. And we'll kind of that's the thing. We don't know who's who on the bus, though. Like who?
Can I give you a bus story?
Which bus I'm on?
Can I give you a bus story from my time going to Calgary?
Just one.
So Don Matthews was our coach in 99 and 2000, the Don.
The Don.
And we'd gone down to Calgary and probably got our, lights punched out. Didn't matter to the Don. Oh, maybe we won because he was in for him, a good mood. So when we pulled back into Commonwealth in the, dark, whatever hour it was, Don yells out to the bussy, take these guys wherever they want to go and all pay. So Don was like, and what that meant in that day was there were drinks.
Yes.
And it was like a Sunday or something. Like it was not the night where and it was
a good afternoon sesh.
So bussy, load, and out they went into the dark Edmonton night. That doesn't happen in this day and age.
Well, the bus trips have changed.
Yes, they have.
Albeit, though, you do get your complimentary Canadian Club beverages. The bus tour is here brought to you by Canadian Club.
Yeah.
So we'll be having that. We'll have a little pit stop, to which, Dave, I'm going to try. We're going to stop.
Donut Mill.
Well, we're stopping in Red Deer in Gasoline. I'm going to try to run to a liquor store and get a King can, if I can, and just tear into that puppy.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Like the Australians do. Like they don't even use a key. They just bite it and then,
down it goes.
And just down in the park, down the hatch, and then back on the bus. I think I can do it, depending on where we stop.
What's the beer of choice if you're going for the high octane big can? Is it Wildcat?
It would be Wildcat Wednesdays with Jay Sinkler was the thing in the past.
Yes.
But it'd be some sort of like a European, probably like a Trey Kroner or something.
Right.
And it'd just go down
It's
rough.
a high octane.
It would be too cold for that time of day. Like but it'd get me where I would need to be.
Yeah. You got an Egg McMuffin in you, and you just take one of those. Yes. Yes.
No food.
No food.
I'm not eating till I get to the stadium. I'll get a dog at the stadium, but I'm not getting the whole
No
McDonald's.
food till Brooklyn. Yeah.
We'll be chanting that. No food till McMahon. But that's good for the Italian Center. I guess you could bring some Italian Center paninos on the trip. They would go well on the bus. Smuggle a panino. Dusty said you don't need to smuggle it. I agree.
No.
We'll probably be allowed to bring a sandwich on the bus. However, I do like the idea of smuggling an Italian panino in your
and a cannoli.
What are they doing in the back of the bus? Oh, they got some paninos back there, but keep it on the down low. Yeah, a cream horn.
Yes, a cream horn.
Yeah. So Italian Center, get there today. If you aren't going on the bus trip with us, go to the Italian Center. Have a little coffee. Treat yourself right. And once again, they're going to be having some nice neighbors and Wayne's cards coming up soon. We'll be joined here in a matter of minutes by Hunter Baumgardt. He covers the Brewers. Reached out to this guy on the X, and we exchanged some DMs. He is executive producer.
Like it.
Of Drew and KB on The Game 97.3 down in Milwaukee Station for sports and stuff. So I knew he'd be a good guy because it's not just sports. He's not a buttoned up, the tie is loose.
Yeah.
They talk sports, they talk stuff, much like we do here at EST.
Yeah.
So he reports on the Brewers, he produces, he does it all. And we welcome him in right now. I think if he's good to go, looks like he's warming up there in the bullpen. The arm should be ready. Hunter, welcome to the show, man. Edmonton Sports Talk debut. Do you do a lot of Canadian radio in your daily ventures?
I can't say that I do. I think this is the debut for Canadian radio for me.
I love it. And this is for us a debut of having a Brewers guest on this show and perhaps even the station. We usually, again, as I was telling my co-host here, Dave Jamieson, we focus a lot on the Jays in this country. I personally am a Mariners fan, given the proximity and such. And I was an Expos sufferer as well, so kind of a thing. But when the Jays are good, we all kind of collectively hop on the bandwagon, as we are right now. They're cooking. Your Brewers are cooking as well, though. And it's kind of funny that these two franchises sit perched atop the MLB standings. They'll collide game one tonight for a weekend set. So we wanted to kind of learn about the enemy, a team that we don't hear so much about up here in the north. So what's it been like? What's the vibe been like? Like expectations heading into the season. have they been met, far exceeded? What was kind of the vibe going into the season? And tell us how you kind of got to where you are now with this team rattling off winning streaks and kind of really playing above their board.
Yeah, I think coming into the year, it was a lot of unknown. You had lost Willie Adames. You had lost Devin Williams, obviously two key parts of the success that they had a year ago when they won the National League Central. And so coming into the year, it was, okay, what is this team going to be? Is this, there's going to be a significant amount of young talent on the team. Of course, a year ago, they also had a significant amount of young talent, and they played really well. And you could say, above expectations, probably leading the NL Central really wire to wire. Could they repeat that? It was going to be tough. The Cubs had, bolstered their team over the offseason more so that they had the previous year. And it was their second year under Craig Counsell, who, of course, left Milwaukee for Chicago. So they had, I think they would probably be the favorites heading into the season. Then the season starts and the Brewers don't do too well. I mean, they were up and down. They started 0-4. They got routed in 3 games by the Yankees to start the season. And so you get 2 months in, you get about Memorial Day, and they're 3-4 games under 500. And then things started to turn around. They go on an 8-game winning streak. And then over the summer months, obviously, like you mentioned, they've had an 8-game winning streak, an 11-game winning streak, and a 14-game winning streak.
Insane.
It really has been. And it's been, a lot of people here have been calling it magical. As you probably know, Bob Uecker, the longtime play-by-play announcer, an absolute legend in Milwaukee, passed away over the offseason, and people have been calling it Uecker magic for what the Brewers have been doing this summer, because that's kind of the only way to describe that 14-game winning streak. I mean, they were down 8-1 in one of those games. They went into extra innings and won another one of those games. They were down 5-0 to the Mets in one of those games and came back and did a walk-off homer. Just absolutely magical run to start August. Now, over the last week and a half, 2 weeks since that winning streak, it's regressed, which, teams are going to do if they win 14 games in a row. But the thing is it set them up so well that they're now, 31, 32 games over 500, right now. And so that winning streak set them up to be able to go into this series against Toronto, really good team. Then they got the Phillies on the horizon, and have some cushion in the NL Central, have some cushion for the 1 seed in the National League. So this has been, like I said, kind of a magical year. I think that's what a lot of Brewers fans have talked about it being. And this has been definitely over expectations, I think.
Hunter, can you speak to what Pat Murphy has done? I mean, Milwaukee is, if you'll allow me this, the little team that could. The payroll is not, it's one of the smallest in Major League Baseball. But how has he done this? Is it us against the world? What's his approach to team building and maintaining the kind of quality and level of excellence that's been in Milwaukee for several years? This is a franchise that's played really good ball for quite a long time now.
No, you're exactly right. The little engine that could, I think, is kind of the exact right way to describe this team. Because, like you said, the payroll is down there. The market size, obviously, smallest TV market in baseball. It's a story that is quite impressive. The way they've drafted, the way they developed, the way their trades have worked out. They're very judicious about the way they go about trades, the way they go about signing players, their international signings. I think Jackson Chourio is probably going to join the Brewers for this weekend series. He's been out for a month with the hamstring injury. I think he'll probably join them coming up this weekend. He's a big example of that. They signed him early, got him on a great deal before he had his breakout season last year. This season, a little more up and down, but of course, he's been injured for some of that as well. But Pat Murphy has been really, you didn't really know what to expect. You knew that he had success at the college level. Then, of course, was Craig Counsell's bench coach for a long time before Counsell went to Chicago. And so it was a promotion from within. You thought, okay, are they going to go outside the organization? They're going to stay inside. When Craig Counsell left for Chicago, they end up staying inside the organization, and it's proved to be an exceptional decision. The mix between him and the young players has been nearly flawless. And what I mean by that is he knew how to work with young players because of how long he coached in college. And this is kind of like a college team. I mean, Christian Yelich just described it in an article the other day. Milwaukee Community College is kind of how they describe themselves, because that's how the team is built. They have so many young players just wanting to, get to the next day. And as Pat Murphy said, he says a lot, like, they want to have their locker there the next day. That's what they're playing for. And so these guys are playing with their hair on fire every single day, and it shows. And Pat Murphy, I think a lot of guys in that locker room, of course, respect what Pat Murphy has done, but also respect the way Pat Murphy goes about it. They say you never are questioning where Pat Murphy is with you. He always will give it to you straight, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent, whatever it happens to be. He jokes around a lot. And he has the right message for this group. He had the right message for the group last year. And so it's been really this transition from a really the most successful manager in franchise history in Craig Counsell to Pat Murphy. The transition has been just very smooth, and they've kept up this tradition of winning.
Hunter Baumgardt joins us now here on the Nielsen Show. Lieutenant Eric Dave Jameson with you. He's from 97.3 The Game. You can follow him on Twitter or the X at Hunter B on air. And once again, we wanted to get kind of the lay of the land for the Brewers, for Jays fans listening and kind of knowing what they're up against. The run differential for the Brewers, smoking the rest of the league right now. What would you say is covering the team, the identity of this team, where they kind of, get their wins, make their cake, if you will, and what's a hole? What's a perceived weakness? I know Jays fans, you talk about sometimes the bullpen and makes them wince. What would you say would be maybe a sore spot or a weakness for this club, if any?
Yeah, how they win is a couple things. One is this team does not hit a lot of home runs. I mean, though they have that run differential, they're not a slug team. And so what they do is they steal bases, they put pressure on the opponent, they hit a ton of singles, they go first to third a lot because of the speed that they have, and they're aggressive on the base paths, and they run different plays, and they run hit and runs and all that different stuff. It's really kind of like, and this goes along with what Pat Murphy brought to the team, it's this old school mentality more so again, where they're playing the game how, a lot of former players have described it as the right way to play the game, and they have put that, really, they have just taken it to heart and they run with it literally. And so that's the offensive side. It's just, they call them, Pat Murphy's called them the woodpeckers, because they'll just peck away at you. And throughout the entire game, you're just going to have constant pressure. And Christian Yelich has mentioned how he sees opponent pitchers, get flustered out there because they don't know if the guy's going to steal. And then how big is the lead over there and everything like that. So they apply pressure on you offensively. And then their starting rotation, although it's been a little shaky over the last week or two, overall has been really good. I mean, you have top to bottom guys that can win you games. Obviously, Mizorowski's the young phenom. Then you have Brandon Woodruff, who came back from a long-term injury and has been dynamite. Freddie Peralta has been one of the most consistent pitchers in baseball, not only this year, but for the previous years. Quinn Priester, they traded for in early April, and they've won 1 million games in a row with him on the mound. Jose Quintana is a trusted veteran, didn't have his best stuff yesterday, but for a lot of times this year, he's been the guy that can go deeper into a game and navigate that. So that's your rotation. Obviously, your back end with Trevor McGill. Unfortunately, Trevor McGill is down. If I had one weakness right now, I think it's kind of the toll of the season that it's taken on the Brewers. Their injuries are starting to pile up, especially on the pitching side. Trevor McGill is going to be out for this series. He's going to be out for at least another 10 days with the right flexor strain, or 10, 12 days. With the right flexor strain. That's their all-star closer. So, they're going to have Abner Uribe step up in that role if the opportunity presents itself, who's been really good. He's honestly been one of the best relievers in the National League. He leads the league in holds, which is your job in the 8th inning. And so he's going to be the guy to step into the 9th inning. But the injury is starting to take a toll. Rhys Hoskins has been out the last couple of months. Jackson Churio. Both of those guys will be back soon. Churio probably this weekend. But also, they're in a stretch, guys, coming into this series, they're in a stretch of 19 games in 18 days. And this is really significant, where they have not had an off day since like mid-August, and they're not going to have an off day until Tuesday. And so they have had to navigate different pitching alignments. They signed Eric Fetty the other day to just do a spot start. Like, they've had to really be creative with their pitching to try to save those guys in the bullpen. And so you've really seen that catch up with them, especially in this Diamondback series. They were able to split heading into this weekend. But so I'd say really just the toll that's taken over the last 2 weeks or so.
not every star player who's a veteran, and Christian Yelich has been a young phenom and has been a really, really good baseball player for a number of years. They don't always take to the idea of being elder statesmen. I throw air quotes around elder because he's not an old man. But how is he in that role when you have such a young roster around him?
Yeah, Pat Murphy absolutely raves about him and the way he is not only in the clubhouse and helping guys in any way he can, and with a young team and giving advice, but also the way he plays the game. I mean, just 2 nights ago, he's as Matt Murphy put it, Grandpa Yelich was out there and he was out in left field, and he's been a DH a lot this season as a designated hitter. However, that night they needed him in left field. They wanted to give Sal Frelick a night off, so they put him out in left field. He makes an amazing throw from left field to home plate to nail down a runner, and then later in the game stretches a single into a double. Like he the way he runs the bases, the way he plays the game in the outfield, the way he his at bats are great, ball strike and everything like that. So he leads by example, and he leads in the clubhouse and he leads on the field both by example. And Pat Murphy has said, as much as, and he gives a lot of credit to his young players, obviously, for the way they've stepped up. But he also says, when you have a guy like Christian Yelich setting that example every day, that is so important for the young guys to just watch. You don't even need to say anything. You just watch about how he goes about his business. And, guys like Terang and Frelick and these young guys have definitely talked about just having his presence in the clubhouse. So I think this year, he's become even more of a vocal leader, maybe something he wasn't in the past as much. And then he is also obviously backing it up on the field. It's great to see him having a good season because he had back surgery last year. He's been dealing with this back injury for years. And it really, since 2019, had not had a season where that power was there. First, 20 plus home run season since 2019 this year. So it's been really good to have that production as well from him.
Hunter, of course, you are joining us video link, our YouTube. We call it the Nasty Chat is humming away. Big Maple says Milwaukee Woodpeckers would be a sweet City Connect jersey. Take me there. I mean, that would be awesome. We also do have a question from Nick in the North. And just reading the returns online, not sparkling, but he asks, how is Danny Jansen, of course, former Jay, acquired from the Rays by the Brewers? How is he doing in Milwaukee? Nick says, always liked him with the Jays, but how's his short time been so far down with the Brew Crew?
William Contreras catches like pretty much every day, so Danny Jansen hasn't gotten a ton of consistent playing time. And I think that's probably hurting him in some respects because he can't get too much into a rhythm. We haven't quite seen, probably the best version of Danny Jansen yet. He's done admirably. I think it's more so that they wanted to just, try to get some more pop off the bench with that backup catcher situation. And so that's what they did. Eric Haas was the backup catcher for most of the season. They went out, they made this move to try to get some more pop. This is a guy that probably will do a pinch hit appearance, late in the game, or maybe give, yesterday he gave William Contreras the day off his feet. Contreras was still in the lineup just as the designated hitter. So it's tough because he's behind basically an Iron Man behind there, and William Contreras, who just wants to catch every day. And William Contreras has had a broken finger all season long too. That's a thing he's been battling. So that's been impressive by him. But Danny Jansen has done admirably back there.
Peralta gets the start tonight. Priester Saturday. Woodruff Sunday. Looks like the rotation for the Brewers ahead of this weekend set, which begins tonight. This has been outstanding, man. We can't let you go, though, as fate would have it. I mean, the buzz around this baseball team is one thing. State of Wisconsin, though, you got the football team. The Parsons deal yesterday. I mean, what's we all talking Cowboys with this deal, and everybody's kind of obsessing about Jerry Jones, as one does whenever the Cowboys do something. But what's kind of the early buzz in Packerland? You got to be loving that, hey?
There's a lot of buzz, I'll tell you that much. The buzz is buzzing. The last 12, 16 hours have been unbelievable. I mean, the Packers don't make these types of moves. They just don't. Yeah. This is not a move the Packers make. This is something that caught us all off guard. I mean, there was some really low-level rumblings that people, I think, were trying to more manifest it than anything the last couple of days. Turns out that those rumblings obviously had some merit, because 2 days ago it sounds like this deal was pretty much done, and then it just took a couple of days to get everything finalized, and then it broke yesterday at 4:00 Central, and we were on the air, and just in disbelief, I had to verify it about 3 or 4 times to make sure I wasn't getting duped before I brought it onto our airwaves. But this is what the Packers needed. They needed a better pass rush. And this is kind of the one, I'd say, one of the only, weaknesses of this team, especially coming off of last year and what they did last year. So this is, I think, what everybody kind of thinks is that possible last piece to put them into Super Bowl contention. And now they just got to go out and do it. And it just brought, everybody's always excited for Packers football, especially the way they compete every year. But this brings the excitement even to another level for next Sunday.
What about Badgers football? How's that looking?
Yeah, unfortunately, their QB went down. We'll see, how long he might have to be out. He went down last night. They did get a win, though, in their season opener, 17-0 over Miami of Ohio. So that's good to get off on that good start. And you're just trying to build off of last year that, under Luke Fickell, they're trying to kind of rebuild that program, so to speak. And I think they're kind of in that process and hoping, that some of the transfers and hopefully Billy Edwards Jr., he was the quarterback coming into this year, transfer. Hopefully he's not out very long, because I think he was very promising at the quarterback position. Danny O'Neill did admirably last night when he stepped in, but hopefully Billy Edwards isn't out too long. And they have a tough schedule, though. They've got Michigan, Ohio State, Alabama all in the next 6 weeks. So this is going to be a gauntlet for them.
Should be fun. We went around the horn with you, and I really appreciate that, touching on all the subjects here. But, given, again, where the Brewers are and where the Jays are, man, we really appreciate your time, and maybe we'll be maybe we can reconnect and chat later on in the fall.
Yeah, that would be awesome. Fun to see what the Jays are doing. For some reason, they were like the team that I cheered for outside of the Brewers when I was young, like the Vernon Wells and Alex Rios and those teams. For some reason, the Blue Jays were the team. So I'm looking forward to this series this weekend. Thanks for having me.
I love it. There you go.
Thanks, Hunter.
Hunter Baumgardt, he covers the Brewers, and also, when you work on a station in Wisconsin, Milwaukee, you're doing it all. The Pack, the Badgers, it's 97.3 The Game, station for sports and stuff. Which
and stuff.
We knew he would hit, and he did not disappoint. You can follow him on Twitter, Hunter B on air. Good get, and perhaps the way these two teams are playing right now. I know things happen in the playoffs.
I know I'm merely a guest, co-host.
Yeah.
I would put that guy in what we used to call a Rolodex.
I just gave him a follow.
Done.
I hope he follows back. If he doesn't, I understand. It's okay.
Potential.
Yeah. Well, it's fascinating too, because these two teams. The Jays need to win. They need that bye. Wild card baseball is a
no. You don't go there.
That's a torturous adventure.
A fool's game.
It is a fool's game. You play close to 200 games to get to basically a one-off, and that's how it's decided. You kidding me?
That's what's so glorious about it.
I guess.
We're going to spend months slogging through this, and then what? Oh, it's just the one game that matters.
The Mariners will take their fan base on a trip, and you're like, you might as well just lose. Don't even get me. I'd say wild card. You know what? We'll do Black Bag Day today.
When
How's
your
that sound?
team is awful, it takes a lot of stress out of your world.
Yeah. You do that one. You go across country, you lose, and you're out.
Yeah.
Goodbye season. But the woodpecker thing, I don't know why that's not
City Connect.
That should be a more prevalent baseball bird. I think that you got that. It pecks. You could have it pecking a bat.
Dem peckers.
The peckers,
The peckers, and then you shorten it, and then it's pecks.
Every time you get a strikeout, you do that, right?
Yeah.
Every time.
Yes.
Lots of possibilities there. But we thank Hunter for his time. It's 8:00, which means it's time for Kind of Easy Trivia.
Yeah, hello.
Which I would normally say, hey, text in.
Yeah, how are we going to do this, Tube?
Yeah, you know what? I was thinking of it. It's probably Twitter is probably the best bet. Just DM me. Is that what you were thinking? DM Trev?
DM. And this will be a good chance to elevate your account here.
Awesome.
So what is it? Tell the people.
Yes, if you want to play Kind of Easy Trivia right now, I almost said text me. You can DM me on Twitter.
They're open.
Yeah, they're open at YouTube _Trev. Again, YouTube _
Trev.
Pick me. I want to play. Whatever it is.
Okay.
And then they'll have to give you their phone number.
Yeah, give me your phone number as well.
Obviously, to kind of, we're going to do this. It's kind of siphoning the listener base on Twitter. If you're not on Twitter, unfortunately, today may not be the day for you. But, yes.
But
at YouTube _ Trev, find him, follow him if you aren't already, and I don't know why you wouldn't be. Yeah. Do that first, and then get into his DMs.
Yes.
And just send your phone number, and say I want to play, or give him a little, or send a funny GIF.
Something funny. The funnier, the better.
Exactly. Yeah, you got to work for this.
Slide into Trev's DMs. Isn't that the thing?
Yeah. Slide in. Yeah.
Slide in, baby.
Yeah.
Might be getting more than they bargained for here.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Hello.
Kelvin Van Dassler says the Pittsburgh Peckers. I like Pirates, so that's a strong. With the Buccaneer, I like the Buccaneer with the
old guy.
Yeah,
the older guy.
And he'd bounce off the screen or whatever. Like, yeah, I like that. I keep wanting to say text in, but yes, DM Trev now.
DM in.
We'll leave some time here for the DMs to get to collect in here.
DMX.
Yes.
Oh, boy. You'll be playing for $25 to Mr. Mike's as well on the line. You need 3 out of 5 correct. Dave, you've got the questions. You said you had the 5th one, but you filled it in.
I scribbled a couple of audibles here because I wanted to keep it fresh.
And this is more opinion-based, eh? Like it's kind
they
of,
always are.
There's no right or wrongs to these. It's kind of how you feel today. How you feel.
It's all about how you feel.
3 questions too many as well on the way for Park Mazda. I can't stress enough, if you have any questions specifically for Dave, we don't get him a lot here. He'll be here today for the 3rd hour and Tuesday following Labor Day Monday. Probably carrying most of the show, as my head will be quite large, not from ego, but from the liquids ingested the day prior.
A little McMahon flu. Do we call it the McMahon flu?
The McMahon flu.
Ha ha ha. Yes,
no,
I get it.
Sleep till
Red Deer.
But if you have questions, get them in the nasty chat, I guess, is the way. Or DM Trev, and he can relay them to us as well.
Yes.
Sobeys and Safeway Liquors on the way. We'll be joined digitally today. We'll be sampling some lemonades and some other nice drinks in the heat. Given the heat, this is the end of summer, pretty much. So,
question here, because I'm only a beer drinker.
Yes,
17 of them a day, but I'm a beer drinker only. I don't.
You can put them back.
Delve.
I've had a session or two with you. You don't
like
fool
an
around.
Anaconda. But are we trying mead or something with mead in it?
There might be.
Might be. Okay.
We took a quick look at the cans yesterday, but we'll have to do a little more investigating.
Because mead is from like olden times, is it not? Like people would hoist a glass of mead and you would,
My buddy Ashton Zunti, actually, I think his grandfather made mead out on the farm.
Oh,
and it got you some drunk. Like it was like pure. You could drink it or run your lawnmower off it.
That's hand-to-hand combat alcohol, right?
That's
one of those where your elbows up.
You take it if you're getting like dressed in the field. If you lost a leg, like you take a little nip of that and you'll be. It's like ketamine. We haven't got to that yet.
No, we haven't.
Maybe we'll touch on that. We'll be able to touch on that later on.
Yeah.
And the wrap for William Huff all on the way. It should be a fun hour 3 as we depart. And of course, YouTube Trev and I tag teaming the hangout today alongside Maddie and Milne. Milne should be texting us coffees anytime here.
Expecting it any second.
I know, yeah. I might actually hit him up on that today since we're in the hangout.
Brew glue.
Makes sense.
He's the brew glue.
He always Fridays when he comes in, he goes, "Coffee's anyone?" It's very nice. That's
kindness of them all.
That's why he's a glue guy. Sports update here with YouTube Trev right now. Once again, DM him. Go on Twitter at YouTube _ Trev. If you want to play trivia, slide into his DMs, and he will pick somebody here coming up. Sports update here for Windsor Plywood Leduc. Dave Jameson in for Dustin and Nielsen. This is the Nielson Show here on Edmonton Sports Talk, presented by Play Alberta.
Blue Jays are back on the diamond this afternoon as they kick off a 3-game series against the Milwaukee Brewers. Shane Bieber gets a call for Toronto while Milwaukee counters with Freddie Peralta. First pitch is at 5:07. In the NFL, a blockbuster trade yesterday. The Dallas Cowboys sent star linebacker Micah Parsons to the Green Bay Packers. In return, Dallas picked up 2 first-round draft picks and veteran defensive tackle Kenny Clark. Parsons wasted no time in signing a 4-year, $188 million extension with Green Bay, making him the highest-paid non-quarterback in league history. It was a strong showing for Canada at the U.S. Open yesterday. Denis Shapovalov advanced to the 3rd round with a 4-set victory, and Felix Auger-Aliassime rolled through in straight sets against Roman Safulin. Gabriel Diallo, however, was bounced in straight sets and will not move on. Looking ahead, Shapovalov now faces world-ranked number 1 Jannik Sinner, while Auger-Aliassime will take on Alexander Zverev tomorrow. And on the women's side, Leylah Fernandez hits the court later today against top-ranked Aryna Sabalenka. The sports update is brought to you by Winter Plywood Leduc, locally owned and operated, serving Leduc in the surrounding area since 1993. Doors, flooring, baseboards, and of course plywood. Go see the knowledgeable staff at Winter Plywood Leduc.
What say you? Hey, nasty crew. We got the Nielson Show flu, and there's nothing we can do about it. What say you? Hey, nasty crew. My wife thinks I got better things to do, but there's nothing I can do about it. We're tuning in on TuneIn, we're listening online. We catch up with the podcast when we fall behind. We're texting in the nasty chat, what's on our mind. 780-218-9999. No more interference from corporate interest. Just Dusty and Eric and all of the bad cats. Like Brzezinski and Noodles, Gadget and Gauge it. Go to Play Alberta to make a little wager. We can't wait for the Monday Mandate. Sharky's always on time, Tommy's always late.
Would you like a cup of tea?
Forget about the old place. Hey, we were number 1 in the text race. We don't miss all the commercial breaks, but we sure miss Nickelback today. We wanna hear some hot takes and we wanna hear Renee. Why not hold the neck up when I wanna kiss away? Beat left the tire fire and remember that name. We love every goal song, but what about what's his name? Macramella, Rapaport, Drager, and Tanier. It ain't Christmas season, but they sound like reindeer. Button and my cousin in the tales of the north. I'll run and give him present. Does he go on? What say you? AM Nasty Crew. We got the Nielson Show flu, and there's nothing we can do about it. And there's nothing we can do about it. And there's nothing we can do about it.
8:08, hour 3 of the Nielson Show is live here from the Popeyes Louisiana Kitchen Studio. A big good morning and a happy Friday. Heading into the Labor Day long one. If you are listening on the iHeart, TuneIn Radio apps, or at the source, EdmontonSportsTalk.com, or watching on YouTube. And if you are on YouTube, hit the like we are.
And on Wednesday, Cruise FM.
Wednesday, yes. We will be on the radio.
Why am I the guy plugging
radio
it when I'm not
dial.
on? When I'm not on.
I will be, not yet.
Cross.
You're previewing it, and
Yes, I
that's
am.
good.
I'm teased. Always, here's a little tip from my time as a program director in talk radio. You're always talking ahead.
Yes.
And teasing what's coming up. Like in the Hangout today, you'll be talking about what?
Oh, whatever.
We don't know.
It's a casual fireside chat. I think that's how it's described on the website.
Bros talking bros.
Bros being guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've changed 100 on the nasty. It looks good. I'm glad you guys are showing up here, especially for Dave J here in the co-host seat. And I got to thank you again for sharing your time. It's always nice to have you alongside. I had Hernan on the show, actually.
The Barbarian?
2 Fridays ago, I want to say.
Yeah,
2 Fridays ago. He was sitting where you were saying. We've never done a show together, and it was very enjoyable. It was before his marathon. So he was training, so he couldn't even partake in the beer. His body was a temple. And,
it's one of those, yes.
Yeah. So,
and his Achilles is a child's.
A child's.
Yes.
Yeah. I think we got somebody for trivia once again. They'll be playing for Mr. Mike's. 3 questions. If you have any questions for Dave, get them in. Either DM Trevor.
I don't know what they
leave them in the
look
nasty
like.
chat as well.
Please.
Maybe it'll just be you saying CFL names from days of yore again. We could just do that for 10 or 15 minutes.
Okay.
Sobeys and Safeway Liquor Beer of the Week. You see them now. We've got the candy lineup set.
Beautiful.
You love the art, but all of these drinks provide a little something different. So very anxious. It's Grain Bin Brewing. That's what we'll be sampling from later on this hour. And the wrap for William Huff all on the way in hour 3.
I left the door open, and Trev just gave me a disapproving look.
Well, you can see on the
No,
frame.
that's okay. That's okay.
Oh, I got you. I got you.
Very,
I don't mind.
I don't mind it at all either, but it does look
Unfinished.
it's a professional
It's a professional operation.
we got running here. So we are playing now for Mr. Mike's. Once again, $25 Platterpalooza. That's what's on right now. Just trying to find liner here. And Trev, somebody did slide into your
so many
DMs,
people
eh?
did.
Okay, I like
So
that.
many,
And
yes,
a
it
few
makes-
follows, I hope.
Makes me
You know,
feel-
that type of thing.
Yeah, makes me feel
Who
loved
is the
and
individual
special.
again? Sorry, I missed the name.
Oh yeah, I haven't
Reading
said
it.
it yet.
Oh, well then that's
Here, you
why
want
I
me to
missed
say it now, or
Well,
do you hit the
instead
liner?
of their name, say their handle, and we'll see if we can guess.
Oh, okay.
Unless it's just their name, in which this whole game is,
what is
for
their
naught.
handle?
But they'll be
it's-
yeah.
Oh, at Oilers Rule 11.
I know who that is.
Yeah.
I know who that is.
So he sent me something very nice. And
He's
I
a
was
nice
like,
man.
He is.
He's a very nice
the
man.
nicest.
Yeah.
They all, with his name, they all are with that name. if
Well,
you know what I mean.
I see where you went there. You went with the Oilers handle. That's how you get into Trev's good books.
Yeah.
Good graces. So it's Trev Savage. And well, and the first name too, right? Like that.
Yes.
That obviously.
You know him.
Savage, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Great. One of the best plumbers in the city as well, this guy. He can
Okay.
plumb anything. But you're playing again, for Mr. Mike's Platterpalooza, barbecue rib platters, coastal combos, Dave, with lobsters and prawns. It's big flavor all summer long. Plus, you can enter for your shot at sizzling summer prizes. I want to know more of these prizes as well. Mr. Mike's, eat locally, enjoy casually. $25 on the line. Trev knows how this goes. He needs 3 out of 5. We'll start the ticker after Dave reads the first question.
All right, Dallas Cowboys traded which star player yesterday?
Micah Parsons.
Who did Micah Parsons get traded to?
Unfortunately, the Packers.
What's the name of Milwaukee's Major League Baseball team?
It's not the Orioles. That's a shout out to Big Uke. It's the Brewers.
Blue Jays play in what division?
The AL East.
Sports Talks, our Edmonton Sports Talks award show is called what?
The SDs. Can't wait.
Dylan had to get a little harder.
Why?
Cool on both sides.
I about see this. Me catfish.
And here he is.
The goose.
Oh, and it's draped in controversy here now.
Every year I set this league up. Every year, and I never win.
You made me do quick math there.
Having the time of his life. Okay, here we go.
4.5?
Here he is.
Ego, he's sure.
Tears in his eyes. MyPillow.com. Use promo code LOWTIDE. I babysit you morons.
And here he is, having the time of his life.
4.5?
I can't unsee this.
Oh boy, I hope the morning show isn't listening.
Good evening, sir.
Hello. Fraser's probably still in bed, so no worries. You Taco. Ruxin.
If we can protect the ball, sending him a bit of a message. Whenever anybody feels attacked,
I got a belly full of white dog crap in me.
Could I put out a personal plea for the Playboy Mansion to stop texting me? I gotta pick a winner.
Will wins it this week. Love his takes.
get a little harder.
Always ready.
Get a little harder.
$13.5 million over 3, say?
Ford Field is up for grabs in Detroit.
4.5? I've had more impressive dumps. Ha!
Goose.
Goose Gossage.
Got it, the big reliever.
If you rolled the credit reel for that, the names would just be rifling through. There's a lot going on in that
Low
one.
Tide and the cool on both sides My Pillow shill.
We did it.
God.
We sure did it. So not only is Trevor Savage off to Mr. Mike's, he also unlocked a Club Beat Loop remix from the vault. Congratulations, Trev. We will probably be seeing you as the NFL season is set to start at Selly's Sports Bar and Lounge. You can join me every Monday and Thursday night for the football. We usually give away NFL prizing such as jerseys with the square board. Great food, killer food at that casino. And it all gets going, I do believe, next Thursday in a very fascinating game, too, is which the Eagles will raise their Super Bowl banner in front of the Dallas Cowboys. I mean, that is just...
That, okay. I don't want to, I know what I want to say, but I won't. That is delicious.
Very delicious.
But it's with Jerry in the suite with
his son cleaning his glasses, or
yes,
yeah.
Just swirling his drink, staring out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Chewing on the
well
ice.
Well played, Billy. Well played.
Yeah, those schedule makers, I tell you.
Uh-huh.
Congrats, Savage. You're off to Mr. Mike's. Absolutely, I'll be there a lot. Missed last season. I'm missing this season. Love to hear it. Love to see it. It's great.
You in an NFL pool? Do I? I know you're. Yeah. Are you like I'm in
like a fantasy league? Or?
Yeah. Well,
No.
I'm just in a pick'em pool.
I have enough to do with the Dunya. I acquired Diedrich Mills at the trade deadline this week.
Not a bad play.
Yeah, and Maddie and McCord. Maddie's selling. He's a seller.
Oh, okay.
So he's just acquiring picks. Like he's going to run.
Like Jerry. He's like Jerry Jones. Yeah. He's just offloading talent. And it's all about a process. It's all about the future.
Matt Iwanek is our own Jerry Jones from the suite down the hall here. Right?
Yeah.
I think that's Actually, that's a lot of good.
You like that?
That's a good comparison.
Yeah, I'm in a pick'em pool with a bunch of, I'll name drop, a bunch of former CFLers.
Okay.
They invited me in. I don't know, what are we in, year 5 now?
Oh, you've been doing this then?
Oh,
so you're,
yeah. No.
Have you had success in this pool?
No,
or are
I've
you,
had no success, but it's interesting to see guys, I can do this. I mean, and I'm not flexing here, but you got Ricky Ray and Jason Moss and Jackie Kellogg and Randy Chevrier and Mike Bradley and a bunch, there are some names in there that from days gone by. And then you'll have like Roger Reinson's kid, Blaze Reinson, who I don't know how old he is, win the thing.
So, that's a strong name, Blaze Reinson. You're not going past that on a program, right?
No. And it's it's just funny to see guys who played the sport. They all whiff on picks.
Picks. It's all.
I know. Hey, they're wearing their new alternate jersey. Go doink. I'll pick them.
3 questions. Too many brought to you by the great staff at Park Mazda. Mitch Lewicki is also part of that pick'em pool. I know you were name dropping. You left out the most important one of them all, and that's Mitch. Check him out today, parkmazda.ca or in Sherwood Park. Just quickly, boys, social media accounts. Of course, Trev, we pumped up your Twitter at YouTube_Trev. People are in your DMs. Also, you have
they love me.
You have a YouTube channel as well. This is your chance to promote this.
Yes, I do. It is above average, one word. It's pretty cool. I've been grinding on it. It's going to be 4 years now that I've been doing this.
What's on there, Trev? I should go there.
Yeah, I'd actually love to send you one video.
Okay.
I'd love to hear your take on it. But I do educational. When I first started, it was kind of educational hockey videos. It was more so, is Cale Makar going to be better than Bobby Orr? Is he better than Bobby Orr? Stuff like that. The evolution of Leon Draisaitl, which is one of my best videos I think I've done. It's got over 50,000 views, and it was kind of, like what makes him so good. Where did he start? The origin story. I did a lot of research into that one, and it paid off. It did pretty good. So last year it was more so just doing news related. Like I was like, this happened last night. I want to share my thoughts on it. But this summer I'm kind of bringing it back to a few years ago when I do those, educational hockey videos. So primarily Oilers, but I'd like to start talking about more teams for sure.
It's funny that you bring up the Cale Makar, Bobby Orr thing, because I was thinking about, and I understand this is a generational thing, and people will say, okay, old man talking here about Bobby Orr. Others have done it more eloquently than I'm about to do it. There had never been a hockey player like Bobby Orr until Bobby Orr. And I'm a massive Cale Makar fan, along with a Nathan McKinnon fan. And Nathan McKinnon is my favorite hockey player. Great respect to 97. But you'd never seen the sport played the way Bobby Orr played it until he showed up, because nobody had done it. So I always find the conversation about greatest and best and sort of who people talk about who changed the game. I maintain.
Yeah.
That guy, more than Gretzky. Gretzky was exceptional, but nobody and others, you laugh, Peter Nedved tried to look like Gretzky and dress play, the whole thing.
1E.
Right. But or nobody.
Yeah.
He was actually ground zero for the idea of the skating, puck, not just puck moving, puck controlling. I'll take it one end to the other and I'll score.
For sure.
And Makar is brilliant. Bob Stauffer always says about McDavid, You are seeing like he is engineered for perfection. He's got a next gen, whatever the term is that Bob uses to describe him, and he's not wrong. But I don't think anyone can lay claim to being the first to have done stuff, but Orr can.
Yeah, as far as influential players go on the game,
Yes.
I'm happy you brought that up because that was like my main talking point. No one's changed the game more than Bobby Orr. It's not even close. So yeah, but I completely agree with you there, Jamo.
Yeah,
you guys can exchange information.
Yeah,
after
I'll
the
send
show.
you the link.
Well,
I'll send you the link.
No, but
I'd love to hear your take on this.
Yeah, no, I'd love to see that.
People can follow you, Dave, on the X
of
at
course.
the Dave Jameson.
At
You haven't
the-
tweeted since yesterday, have you not? It's still, I want Nielsen to say Alouettes Renee. I'll give that a retweet right now as well. You also retweeted an Amber Alert back on August 16th.
Well, I think that's public service. I mean, should you,
You
not?
have. Yeah, yeah.
We should all retweet an Amber Alert.
Absolutely. Weather, stuff
we're
like
all-
that. That's what that platform is for, really, to get information out. No, but I mean that. It's fun to troll people, but
I think I can lay claim to being the person, the author of the first ever tweet by the Edmonton Eskimos.
Okay.
So Twitter comes in and we go, we better get the thing with the bird and and we didn't know where it was going to go or who would care or any of those images. And then these many years later, here we are, I don't know what we're doing with it, but we're still here.
For now.
Yes, for now.
It's day by day, right? Yes.
Game time decision.
Like Don Matthews, right? Like we're not...
Right. We're just going to live for right now.
The check's cash.
Yes.
Question number one, boys, and everybody can play along here as well in the Nasty Chat today. Text line kind of experiencing a hiccup right now. And talking Major League Baseball and the Woodpecker name, which really got my mind going on this. Mm-hmm. If you're creating an expansion team today, where is the city and what are you calling them?
Do we have a sport? Are we limited to a sport?
It's baseball.
Here? Oh,
baseball.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm going
Pay attention,
Nashville.
Dave.
I'm going Nashville with Portland a close second. And I will call them the Woodpeckers.
In Nashville?
Because it doesn't make any sense.
Of course.
So that would be kind of funny. I just think you need to incorporate a woodpecker. Nashville has had history in baseball, albeit minor league.
Of course they have.
Nashville Express, I think you could have a train.
Come on. Well, there's the Round Rock Express, right? Nolan Ryan's team. Actually, that was what the Trappers became.
But
when
Express
they moved.
with an X. Like
Express. Yeah. I don't know. It's something around country music. Nashville Twang. Nashville,
It's a very fun city. It's a city on the rise. Like in terms of they've got the soccer team now. I mean,
do we call the
Titans? I don't.
Do you lay claim to them?
The Preds, if you've ever been I know everybody is all hot and horny on Vegas, and that's a great experience in itself.
Go to Preds?
But a Preds game is very fun.
Oh, is it?
In the city, too. I mean, I'm a country music guy. I like going down there and the honky tonks and everything. There's a place where you buy one pair of cowboy boots, and I think you get 2 pairs for free or something along those lines. I don't know. Maybe they've changed their deal, inflation and everything. But Nashville Sounds right now is the minor league team in Nashville. And it's got a pretty good logo. It's got the N. But anyway, so where would you guys like to go? Where would you see?
Now,
I mean, Montreal, Mexico City,
Okay. Montreal is a fantasy that we'd all like to see come true.
Yeah.
Okay? I understand that. It's not going to.
Mm-hmm.
But let's continue to, worship in the church of Tim Raines and
if you want,
and whatever.
No rules
that's fine.
to this
There's
question.
nobody's getting hurt by that, by yearning to have them come back. But Nashville, Portland, the only thing there that I would, do the Mariners clear their throat and say, a little close for us.
True.
I don't know. I don't know the territorial stuff in MLB, what that looks like.
Yeah.
But Portland would be fantastic.
The rivalry, instant development there. They do have it in MLS. My Little Soccer.
My Little Soccer. The Portland Beavers had some great, but they had that campaign years ago. They were in the PCL. Beaver Fever, Snatch It. And the billboards were all over the place. I know this is all truth I speak on the Nielsen Show.
We can't get away with this kind of talk when we're on Cruise FM, I don't think. Let's get it out of the system now.
That's why I'm getting it out
yeah.
today and Tuesday. But it was Beaver Fever, Snatch It. And that was a billboard campaign all over. And I think they ran for a while. And then it was
Yeah, we're getting some calls.
Well, like the
Mary's
one here,
getting calls at the reception desk.
The one you love. Remember that campaign?
Yeah. Well,
wasn't that in Saskatchewan?
I can't comment any further on that. I don't.
Fair enough.
But no, Portland would be a good. I like.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm wearing the.
Your Trailblazer.
What do they call it? Rose City, or
they do call it Rose City?
Trev, do you have any? Where would you like to? Just selfishly, where do you want to see a ball team?
Yeah, it would probably be. I mean, it would have to be either Edmonton or Calgary. I love.
You're going. Yes.
Oh, you want to stay local? Okay, if you're going to go that route, I would like to see one in my hometown of Vancouver. But again, ain't not going to happen.
Well, for a Canadian option, though. Maybe more realistic right now than the Expos going to Montreal.
Oh, much more realistic.
I mean, right? Like MLB doesn't want to go down that road.
And they've played. I've been to an MLB game. Oh, Canadians many times. MLB game in BC Place Stadium, like when it first opened, and I think they had Mariners and I forget who it was. It doesn't matter. Have like a 3-game series or something. I mean, it was a mess, right? The place was not suitable. But
Vancouver and Toronto would go back to that NBA, Grizzlies, Raptors. It had that cross country, and you'd have that split. So people could, on the West, you'd have your team, East, you'd have your team, and it was like good. I like that. Yeah.
Well,
it sets up nicely.
You get all misty-eyed about big country and Stromile Swift.
Stromile Swift, as you mentioned earlier.
Little Blue Edwards for you?
Little Blue Edwards, yes.
Yeah.
What would you call them, Trev? Do you have any? I like beavers. Beavers or woodpeckers.
Beavers is funny. Yeah,
Beavers are good.
But in this day and age, guys, we all know it's not going to fly.
But it's a Canadian animal. It's a hell of an animal. Beavers. You can have a wacky logo.
That'd be cool. Yeah, you know what? Usually I'm not for animal names for team. I don't like.
What do you like?
I don't know. Like I like for hockey example, like Oilers, Jets, Canadians, Leafs. I actually don't mind. I like that kind of thing. But animals, I'm not a fan of animals. But if it were, let's just say, this might be a hot take, but I'd go with Calgary just because there are more there. But I'd go with the trout. I'd go with the trout. Calgary trout.
I don't mind that.
I think that's funny. Or maybe a type of trout.
You're getting really, a genus name. Yeah, something like that. I don't know. But I like trout. I think that'd be funny. Let's go trout. Question 2, looking at the CFL Labor Day slate, pick your winners right now. Once again, Bombers visiting Riders Sunday at 5, Argos in Hamilton Monday, 12:30 Mountain, and then the main course, Stamps hosting the Elks, 4 o'clock down at McMahon. Who do you got?
I'll work my way east to west. Okay. I will go Argos in the Hammer. For no logical reason.
Arbuckle lights him up.
It's the Nick show. It's full Nick show. They're getting a couple of guys. They added some people. Not the guy.
Mackay Polk.
Yes,
is back.
Right.
Coxey's back.
So they've added some. They've added some talent. I'll take Riders.
Ajo also returning
to the Riders. Yes. And then out here, I'm going to go Elks. Will be low scoring.
A tight one. Yeah.
Yes.
If they can get
hotly contested,
you get Rankin going.
Yep.
You establish that line of scrimmage, and I do think, again, as you say, throw form and records out the window right now. How big do you think is the kill 'em factor in return? Like that locker room. You saw, and I keep going back to the post game in their last win in Ottawa. Killam had that place, like they were fired up. He kicked a garbage can after he was, like they were, So now he's going back and facing his former, where he grew up. The prodigal son is coming home. But you've been around, you've had the pulse of how big is that when a coach is returning somewhere, and a young coach, albeit. They're doing this for the Gipper. Like this is one where they're going out, let's go out and win this one for Mark.
Yeah, he'll never say it. They'll know that that's an underlying theme for them, for sure. I mean, it will.
And that could be the ingredient that maybe gets you or evens the playing field here.
Yeah. He'll downplay it, of course, as you would expect a head coach to do. I mean, he's not going to tell anyone, let alone his players or the media, that this means a little more or it's more special, right?
This means more.
In division, but yes, there is a kill 'em layer to this.
Trev, who you got across the slate?
Wait, sorry, I completely forgot the question.
The question is, Labor Day weekend in the CFL, Winnipeg at Saskatchewan Sunday, Monday doubleheader, Toronto at Hamilton, Edmonton at Calgary. Pick me 3 winners.
Okay, you know what?
Just go with your gut.
Yeah,
I'm going to go with. I think Edmonton's. I like their chances, man. I know they're going against it. Calgary's got all. I mean, they're just insane right now. But I like Edmonton. I'm going to go Hamilton, and then I'll go Rough Riders, baby. I think that's what I do.
Yes, you will, baby.
Yeah. Did I go against the grain? What did you guys say? Sorry,
No. It's all good. It's just an opinion based.
Yeah.
Question 3, Sobeys and Safeway Liquor Beer of the Week coming up after a sports update for Sully Sports Bar and Lounge. It is National Sports Sampling Day. A day to try out different sports and activities. And it's nice in this room as we have a man of your vintage and a younger fellow in YouTube, Trev.
Sure.
If you were to try one sport that you've never tried ever in your life.
And we are participating in this sport.
Yeah,
We're not just watching it.
No, amateur type of, like, just to give it a shot.
Geez,
not to like say, hey, I'm going to carve out a career here. But if you could try something, like,
God, that's a great question.
Well, and there's lots. I mean, sports nowadays, and if you go to Play Alberta right now, or our betting partner, you go on that left hand side. I mean, it says all sports. I mean, we know the Olympics is littered with stuff. I mean. Handball, for crying out loud. You know, I never got to play lacrosse. It's hugely popular now with the youth. A lot of kids and younger people play lacrosse.
I played for years in Vancouver.
You ever curl? You get on the pebble?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You've done
My
that.
mom was a very competitive curler in BC. Like, go all over
you
the province.
You were telling me about this. Yeah.
Skipped a rink with an 8-ender. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So what is it, boys? What would you like? Water polo?
I don't mind.
Okay.
F1.
Oh, you drive.
Get me behind the wheel.
I'd even like to get in the simulator.
Yeah, something
anything,
like that.
You're not going to be in a Grand Prix, but you're right. Like,
I'd like to the real thing though. The real thing. Let me, because I've done my one buddy. He had a whole setup, and it was like a sim, and it was cool, but it's not at all the same thing. And I was driving all over the place, running into it was terrible. It was not good. I'm like, no, this can't be. I know I'm a better driver than what this game is telling me I am. Right. So.
Yeah.
Get me behind the wheel. I would love to drive one of them. I think I'm fast.
God, I am.
You're stumped, eh?
Well,
I've stumped the Schwab here.
Stumped the Schwab. I am. Why do I think I would like, at least in theory, something that would require me to like,
aquatic, a field, a court
in the air.
In the air.
So something that would require me to take flight. Awanik would always, because I said I'd love to do one of those squirrel suits and jump off the side of the mountain.
Me too, man.
Or like a hang gliding, which I know might end badly. I get it.
But that's the Russian thrill.
Right.
Red Bull, X Games, that type of thing.
That kind of like it's okay.
What about a high dive? You could
I'm going to do this for the first time, and it might be the last time I do this because there won't be a me when this thing, whatever, hits the ground or the side of the mountain.
My answer is not nearly exciting as the two of yours. Darts.
Oh, give it the old.
Nice. Yeah, you'd be good. I can tell.
I've thrown a dart.
Yes,
but I don't think I can confidently say I've ever gone to a pub or been at somebody's house where it's like, hey, do you want to have a game of darts?
Really?
Most people have. I think at least once or twice.
Goaltender on my men's league team, beer, pickup game goalie. Darcy was competitive, like serious dart player.
Yeah.
And
he had his own, he'd take him out. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They're very,
lay it out with the felt.
You don't just use the,
No.
felt.
Yeah, you have a colored mohawk.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And it was, he was passionate and then some about it.
We all follow the dart leagues and they have the parties there.
I want to go watch one live.
Well, they're all characters. They all have a nickname.
Yeah.
Like the Wizard and all that. And it's hilarious. But I'd like to, I'm in bars enough. I should be doing something to pass the time. My local, the Smitty's Lounge I grew up with, Roy Hashey, he was the custodian of the mall that was attached to this place.
Okay.
He would bring his little case of darts and he would wipe the floor. Like anybody that
Take
wants
a little money?
And nobody ever thought, it's
Ray,
just the janitor. And he would, now you're in a world of hurt.
Can I just give
Roy's
you a little,
gonna get you.
something about janitors? Just like
custodians.
As custodians, as someone who did that for the Vancouver School Board while I was in school.
Mm-hmm.
Careful, because some of those men and women are hiding skills that, you think, the guy, he's pushing the broom, he's, whatever. They'll surprise you. They'll surprise you.
Well, that's Goodwill Hunting, right? He was a DH.
Of course. Yeah.
Math. 8:35. We'll get to the sports update right now. Sobeys and Safeway Liquor Beer of the Week on the way. We'll be sampling these fine 5 beverages here from Grain Bin Brewing, and your chance as well as $50 to Sobeys and Safeway Liquor. It's Dave Jameson in for Dustin Nielsen, Lieutenant Eric. YouTube Trev's got a sports update where it's always game day. Selly's Sports Bar and Lounge will be back, and we'll be sampling some beverages right after this.
The Toronto Blue Jays are back on the diamond this afternoon as they kick off a 3-game series against the Milwaukee Brewers. Shane Bieber gets a call for Toronto while Milwaukee counters with Freddie Peralta. First pitch is at 5:07 in the NFL. A blockbuster trade yesterday. The Dallas Cowboys sent star linebacker Micah Parsons to the Green Bay Packers. In return, Dallas picked up 2 first-round draft picks and veteran defensive tackle Kenny Clark. Parsons wasted no time signing a 4-year, $188 million extension with Green Bay, making him the highest-paid non-quarterback in league history. It was a strong showing for Canada at the U.S. Open yesterday. Denis Shapovalov advanced to the 3rd round with a 4-set victory, and Felix Auger-Aliassime rolled through in straight sets against Roman Safiullin. Gabriel Diallo, however, was bounced in straight sets and will not move on. Looking ahead, Shapovalov now faces world number 1 Yannick Sinner, while Auger-Aliassime will take on Alexander Zverev tomorrow. And on the women's side, Leylah Fernandez hits the court later today against top-ranked Aryna Sabalenka. The sports update presented by Selly's Sports Bar and Lounge with wall-to-wall TVs, daily food, and drink specials. It's the place to be for every Elks game. Every day is game day at Selly's Sports Bar and Lounge. Time now to drink some beer. Up next, Sobeys and Safeway Liquor Beer of the Week. Let's go.
Nielson Show humming right along here on a beautiful Friday. Another hot one. Heat warning continues for Edmonton area. Gotta love it. Soak in, soak in the summer, but hydrate, as we will be doing here in a bit too. Trev's going to be hooking us up here. A couple of guests will be joined. 2 cameras. It's going to be fascinating to see how this gets worked out. What a day. No text line. We got a couple of guests here joining us. Two cameras. Love it. It's Grain Bin Brewing, based out of Grand Prairie, and they'll be joining us here. Haven't got a good look at the cans yet, but I do hear the art is fantastic. So we're going to be joined, I guess, by Kate Connors, the artist, and Dalen, D-A-L-E-N, he will correct me, founder of Grain Bin Brewing. He will join us as well. And once again, this is your chance. It's going to be your chance at $50 to Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, as we always do with this segment. But once again, text line, Paris Jewelers inbox, just having a bit of a technical issue this morning. So we'll be handing out that GC in a different way, which we will think of on the fly a little later on. But rest assured, one of you will get your grubby little hands on a $50 GC to Sobeys and Safeway Liquor. Coming up at 9 as well is the Hangout. YouTube Trev and I will be on that program as well, splitting up the duties an hour each, alongside Maddie and Milne, who will also be coming down on the Labor Day bus, but they'll also be doing the Green and Gold kickoff show and post-game. Live down at the boys don't sleep. They don't stop. They got duties to do, and damn, they're going to get them done.
So they're going to do pregame down there, and then they're going to do a post?
A post. So they won't be coming back on the bus. They'll have this funny little thing where Tommy and Dustin, because they're working there, so they'll all come back in like a Hertz van or something. You know what I mean? Like Dwayne Ford will be driving or something along those lines. Nasty Chat's humming along. If you are watching this morning, give us a thumbs up on YouTube. We're just about to connect with our two guests. We're still working out the camera angles and all of that. Should be good. Yeah, the framing looks good. They're framed up. They've done their part. They look fantastic.
Better than we do.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's bring them on here. Once again, we are joined by a pair of people. I think this might be a Sobeys and Safeway Liquor first when we have virtual guests. And again, I apologize for the mispronunciation. Dalen Landis of Grain Bin Brewing?
Yeah, it's Dalen.
Yes, Dalen. Thank you. And Kate Connors as well.
Dalen.
She did the art on all of these cans from Grain Bin Brewing. It is your drink of the week, not beer of the week, locally crafted. It's $14.99 for a 4-pack of the Blackberry Reverie.
Yes.
That'll be the drink of the week, but they've also sent us some other samples to sample on the show today. So thanks again for joining us, you guys. First off, I guess, before we sample and go down the line here, could you tell us a little bit about Grain Bin, how this came to be, Grand Prairie? You guys have been around a long time. Just a little backstory on the brewery there.
Yeah, absolutely. We are a brewery from Grand Prairie, Alberta. And this February, we are going to be celebrating our 10th anniversary. So
nice.
We've been around for a little bit of time. And we're a small production place. We don't have a ton of stuff that leaves Grand Prairie. So it's really great to be able to showcase a little bit more of our stuff, like with Sobeys here.
Yeah, and I like it. And I've always said we've been doing this segment for a long time. Obviously, the industry is booming. You walk into a Sobeys or Safeway Liquor and you're just kind of, it's just a shelf of everything coming at you. Sometimes you get lost in all of it, which I've always thought that, if you are going to make an outstanding drink, you might as well have something outstanding on the outside as well to grab the attention and the eye. And Kate Connors joining us. You do the art. A local artist. How did this collab come to be between the two of you, the brewery and yourself, Kate?
Oh, and Dalen's actually my brother-in-law now.
There we
I've
go.
known him for a little while, and I've been an artist all my life, really, but I've been a tattoo artist for over the last 2 decades, a little over 2 decades. So it's a little bit of a different take on the art, I guess. So.
Okay.
No, I have to ask because, these are beautiful. They are works of art wrapped around a can and what's inside it. So what sort of creative direction do you get from before you do something like this, the Blackberry Reverie? Do you get a name? Do you get any sort of, restrictions around what you can do, or is it, a blank canvas?
It was a blank canvas. Dalen told me to come up with a drink flavor, and so I did. He's been trying to get me to drink for a while. I'm not a drinker, so he's like, pick something that you would actually drink. So I picked a vodka cooler, and blackberry seemed to suit it. Blackberry lemonade seemed to suit it, and I chose the name Reverie. It was actually for a friend of mine who I lost last year, who is represented by the dancer on the can.
Okay.
Yeah, she always lived in her own dream, basically, her dreamlike state. So it kind of suited the whole thing. So I named it for her.
That's a great story. And again, tribute. When you have something attached and as you say, a tribute is even better. Where would you like to start here with this sampling? Is there an order you'd like us to begin and kind of go down the line to the beer of the week or drink of the week, I guess?
Mm-hmm. I think probably focus on Kate's drink, the Blackberry Reverie. So we did send a few other samples as well. So this is actually part of our Sour Artist Collective. So Kate is the 4th artist that we've been working with. So the other beers included are some of the other examples of the products that we've done as part of the Sour Artist Collective. So for each one, we work with a local artist. They get to develop the beer style, work with us to produce it, and then do the labeling for the can. So Kate is our most recent addition.
Love it. Now, what can we expect with this drink? We've been told about the description on the can, but what's inside of the can and what kind of makes this one a special one for you guys?
Yeah, I'll partake as well.
Oh, absolutely. Yep.
Yeah. So it is.
I won't. I have to work, but I do have to.
Oh, fair enough.
Yes.
This one isn't a beer. So we are a brewery primarily, but we do have our spirits and wine licenses as well. But this one is a lemonade-based. We call them RTDs, or ready to drinks. We wanted to do a bit of a fun spin on kind of like a classic hard lemonade. We wanted something that wasn't too sweet. Blackberry can be sometimes a tricky flavor, a little bit too much, and it can really start tasting medicinal. And so we played around a lot, adding a bit of a savory flavor. So we added some sage and then also salted it too, to really highlight those flavors without, causing it to become cloyingly sweet.
Sage and salt is what it says on there. Vodka-based, 5%. It is your drink of the week. $14.99 for the Tall Boy 4-pack right now. I know you've already had a little bit of a taste.
Yes, I have.
But I'll cheers to you guys. Outstanding stuff.
This is great
and a
stuff.
good product to have while the heat is on. So cheers.
And I would imagine, I am typically not someone, I drink beer, and so I wouldn't normally gravitate towards something like this. But I'm expecting, and maybe this is from the early days of these kinds of drinks, where they were so tart and so almost made your kind of eyes water, like you were like, oh God, wow, this is a bit overwhelming. This is really drinkable.
Yeah.
Like it's just very smooth, and this is really nice.
Enjoyable drink.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely goes well with the Labor Day weekend heat that we're getting too. But
you couldn't have picked the perfect time with everything kind of going on right now, and the long weekend, as you mentioned. So $14.99. Once again, the Blackberry. It's vodka based, and you get that salt that you can get a little bit of that.
Very much so.
And you mentioned the Blackberry being a little more tricky there, but I think you hit it out of the park with this one. This is going to go down good on the weekend. $14.99 for the Tall Boy 4-pack. Anywhere else you'd kind of like to go here during the segment with these?
Yeah, I think with so my background is also in fine arts, visual arts, so painting, drawing, that sort of stuff. But this is a bit of a project that is pretty close to our hearts, working directly with local artists. I think for me, it was a bit of a wake-up call once I graduated with a fine arts degree. Like, now what? You kind of expect that, you're going to hole up in a studio and just paint all day, and that's going to be how you make your living. And so we wanted to use this as a bit of an opportunity to not only showcase local artists, but to kind of give a good example of what art can be in more of a commercial setting. So having the restrictions of what we can and can't put on a label, the format size, and a lot of the other things that both the government of Canada and Alberta require for label to work. But yeah, this is something that we really feel an attachment to being able to work with local artists. And then we do actually, the funds from this product do go to, we started a scholarship at the local school here. That's called Art on Tap, and it goes to fund both visual and performing arts at our local college, NWP. So yeah, this is just something that is a bit of a passion project for us, and so we're pretty excited that it's going to be at every Sobeys too.
Yeah, it's always nice when you're enjoying these drinks, but you know that it's kind of a good cause is behind it and good thought put in all those things. So that's brilliant stuff. Grain Bin Brewing, once again. You guys do beers as well up in Grand Prairie, right?
Yeah. Again, beers are our primary focus. It's our first love. But especially working with Kate, knowing that she doesn't drink beer, we wanted to not only do something that could showcase her work, but also give her something that she can actually enjoy too. And so yeah, that's why we chose to go this route, particularly with Kate.
What's one more of these that you'd like us to sample here? We got the Mango Mule. We've got the Bee and Menacing Peach Fruited and Spiced Sour Ale. And then we've got also the Geordie Isaac Cranberry Mint Lime. You're not going too basic. A lot of these are kind of out there in terms of combination, which I love because it's mixing it up a lot. The designs are great. Some of the there's a cat baked into a loaf of bread on this Mango Mule. Perhaps should we go there? And if you could tell us a little bit about what's going on with the cat here.
Absolutely. So the Mango Mule is another one that we did. Another artist actually named Dalen in Grand Prairie. There's not a ton of us, but we seem to gravitate to each other, I guess. But yeah, he really loves mules and wanted to do a fun taste combination on kind of like a mango mule or a Moscow mule. So we went with the mango route. And so he is a visual designer here in town and is passionate about his cat. And so, he wanted to immortalize, I suppose, his cat.
And that's a play on when because I got 2 cats myself recently, and that's when they sit like a loaf of bread, right? Like they'll loaf or whatever. That's kind of I get it now. It took me a while to kind of glue in there. Well, this is great. Let's try this, the Mango Mule. 5% beer, but a play on the Moscow Mule. A Mango Mule. Cheers, Dave.
Cheers.
Cheers, guys. Cheers to GP.
Oh,
different. It's not anything like a Moscow Mule. I mean, you're not even hinting or going there. But again, a drink that, given the temperatures and given a seat on the back patio, a couple of these might go down pretty easy as well. So once again, this is Grain Bin Brewing. They got beer, but they've also got some other drinks as well. Check them out today if you are up GP Way. Or if not, you can hop into a Sobeys and Safeway Liquor. The drink of the week, once again, it is the Blackberry Reverie, Kate Connors with the art on the... And it's just... Again, the story behind the can, really good, really touching. And, of course, it obviously means a lot to you guys. And that's, I think, when you put that type of effort and love into a drink and the art that accompanies it, it just means a little bit more. So $14.99 right now for that 4-pack, any Sobeys and Safeway liquor. Thank you so much for joining us this morning, guys, and have a great weekend. Enjoy the Labor Day long one.
Yeah, enjoy the heat.
You too.
Thanks, guys.
Love the heat. I'm just, it's you got to soak it up now. We're gonna be belly aching and complaining in a month's time. It's cold and this and that.
As much as you'd like to, you can't store this heat and carry.
I'm trying.
I know you are. Yes, I know.
I'm hot to the touch right now. I go, ooh, the skin burn. DMs, Trev. What do you think for the $50? I mean, should we do the same way as we did the trivia? Or probably.
I think that makes sense.
You can collect everybody that DMs you, put them in. We'll put them into the drum.
Don't mind if I do.
Please, Dave, indulge.
Yes.
So once again, text line. Bit of a hiccup this morning. The IT team is on that as we speak.
But you have to fill out a ticket.
You got to. Oh boy.
And then that ticket goes from here to.
Well, we open a portal then,
right?
So you'll have a team on there that
to Bell,
and then it'll direct you to a deadline. So you have to start the whole process over again.
Right?
Yeah. So DM YouTube _Trev on Twitter. Once again, we're kind of limiting the. If you are on Twitter, good for you. If you're not, well, where have you been for the past decade?
On Twitter, good for you.
Yeah. This isn't a blue sky contest.
No.
This is only on the X.
Yeah.
On the DM Trevor. At YouTube _Trev, he'll put all of the, say beer me or drink me or whatever. Hit me. Get your pull. And he'll put all the people that enter into a hat, and we'll draw a lucky name, and you'll be $50 richer in Sobeys and Safeway liquor credits. 8:54. Time to get into the wrap for William Huff if you want your place to look as good as ours. And they do have signage as well down at Mac-Mahone Stadium. As well, you can see the William Huff all over the place. William Huff banner down there.
Unless something's changed, they'll be doing the signage at the Grey Cup. They do all of, Rogers and.
Well, they've been in business, Dave, since 1952. So you know they are incredible at what they do.
Know them well.
WilliamHuff.com if you're interested. Tell them EST sent you. And pop by the shop as well. Look them up. I always find it interesting. Their building is wrapped, and you don't know where really the door is.
You got fooled by that, did you?
A couple of times.
Oh, yeah.
I'll say that. But Bruce and the team, they're very
that way.
He's
tricky.
He's got that slyness about him, where
does.
he knows what he's doing. So the wrap rolling. But what did we learn on the show today, boy? It was a weird show. We went to a lot of different places. We had some different drinks. Not normally. We usually just do beers.
Now you say weird like that's a bad thing.
Well, we went down Milwaukee way and talked Brewers baseball. Didn't have that on my 2025 bingo card for.
No, but that's because when Dustin's away, we don't have to color inside the lines.
Right. We don't normally, but I mean, this is really outside the. We're doing 3D art. So we got a thing, and I do believe I did get a follow back from Hunter Baumgardt. He was our Brewers guest this morning. You can follow him at Hunter B on air. Covers the Brewers for 97.3 The Game down in Milwaukee. He also
Bob Cole would say, "Remember that name."
He DM'd me too. He goes, "Thank you, Eric. That was a blast. You guys are awesome. Happy to join anytime."
Okay.
And now people down there are like, "Oh, you're big in Canada. Like you look at Hunter going worldwide." Hey, so
you're bad. You're nationwide.
Works for everybody. So what did you specifically? You pull away any information from the? There's not much breaking news, I don't think, going on in the sports world. If you're paying attention,
there's the aftershock of the Micah Parsons deal. That's fine. We'll process.
We also
that.
got the Packers side of it too from Hunter. He gave us which there's another team involved.
I like talking about the Milwaukee Brewers. Okay, I know that we're supposed to be all in. Linked.
You have to be.
In Jay's Nation.
You have to be.
I like going to hearing the other side.
Yeah. It's refreshing. And it'll be a good series this weekend. Jay's Brewers tonight. Trev, what did you pull away from the show? Other than we learned the text line may not be working as it should be
it's not our friend.
Yeah. You would like to play darts if you could. I was very surprised by that. Tim Hauraney apparently is not partying. Which I don't necessarily.
I'm calling BS on that one.
Do you hear what he's like? Yeah, and I worked till 9.
Netherlands.
He said I worked till 9. Like 9. You're just getting started.
He's not getting tucked in the wrapper at 9. Like he's.
Yeah, I laughed at that.
He says it now.
I have to work till 9.
He'll probably hear from somebody. Hey Tim, we're having a mixer at the Blingebrut pub.
Okay, I would imagine there's a bus. Or, because there would be other media. And they head back. And before everyone goes to drop their bags off, and a lot of it's, you're good for a nightcap?
Yes.
And then they meet in the bar. And then they go, there's a place around the corner. And then that leads to.
It's not scripted yet, but he will.
No.
He'll find himself on a journey.
Right.
And, because I'm telling you, and you said your nephew's there. Of all the Formula One, it's interesting because some places, the Hungaro ring in Hungary, that's not necessarily where you would say, I'm going to Hungary to watch it. But some of them are more.
Hungary is a beautiful country.
Beautiful country. But I'm just saying, in terms of the partying aspect,
oh, sure.
I don't know if it gets any better than Zandvoort. And by the Dutch dunes up there, and then they got the DJs going. You might catch Max Verstappen out on the cobbles for a night. He could get up there. Why not? Interesting character. So, So I hope you learned a lot as well. You will be back Tuesday following the Labor Day Classic.
I'm told, and you tell the audience, the people at home, you want me to actually pay attention to the game so that I'm the football guy on Tuesday. Fair?
I think we've got a good mix now because you will be, as I said, in the Hawk's Nest.
Yes.
You'll be watching the X's and O's. And you'll even watch on the TV. You've got the feed from they have the camera in the boom from the end zone. Like you get the coach's view.
I'm getting coach's film, a rash reference coach's film. Like Luke Wilson, I'm watching coach's film.
You'll be breaking it down. So you'll get that. We'll get that aspect to recap Elk Stamps Tuesday. Yeah. And I will be boots on the ground with the Labor Day buses. YouTube Trev you have the whole next week off, correct? The short week, 4 days?
Let's go, baby.
So you planned this perfectly. You get to go on the trip. You don't have to wake up early the next day. I'll be back.
You'll be the Brody Lawson
fishing
of the trip where you will be there.
Whatever happened to? I thought that was going to be a good thing. We'd have her.
You're there to soak up and chronicle the scene and the color.
Which is what Luke Wilson does now. We'll both be doing different Luke Wilson
I know that's how they
interpretations.
pitched it, but then they go to him. And he's X's and
I
O's.
know. Yeah, he should be mixing it up with the common man or woman. No, so I'll be there providing that. Look, it's one of those trips that I think you if you did miss out, that's too bad. But it'll be the FOMO. There'll be stories. So I'll be recanting the trip. You'll be
no arrests, please. No arrests, because
You think I can do the Red Deer can though? If we stop for somebody lights out a heater, and depending on where we stop. But if there's a liquor store across the street, I'm bolting over there.
If I'm you, I scout Gasoline Alley. Do a pre-scout.
Print out a map and kind of that's a good.
And just go, hey Bussy, roll slow.
Bussy.
I'll take Bussy. Always Bussy. Slow it. Don't stop. I'll jump, and then you run to Ace Liquor or whatever the purveyor, purveyor is
Get
there.
a King
and
can, Foster's.
And it'll be the cans in the cooler. Like I might have done this.
Too cold.
And you grab it and go.
Yeah.
How would you like to pay? Debit. Go.
Nick in the North says McMahon Stadium is going to be rated like when DX showed up to WCW in a tank. That's exactly it, man. We're going to be down there. We're going to be taking over. We're going to be all over that tailgate, and it's going to be a great afternoon. Text of the day, since we didn't get any, we go back to Spruce Grove Corey, 611. That damn Don Henley. Huey Lewis wouldn't pull that nonsense. So he's going to go and maybe text of the year. I'd probably pick that as text of the year.
Hip to be square.
Hip to be square, in which we tried not to be this morning.
Yeah.
So no sound of the day as we are running a little late. It is the Hangout coming next. If you are watching on YouTube, keep it on autoplay. It'll take you right over. Myself, YouTube, Trev. We still haven't decided which hour we're doing. Hey, would you prefer the first or second?
I'll do the second.
You'll do the second?
That's okay.
So I'm getting right in there. Maddie and Mill. That's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
We're going to have a good time. Hangout's coming up next. For Dave Jameson, thank you again. We'll talk Tuesday. YouTube, Trev, have a great week off.
Thanks.
I'm Lieutenant Eric. Catch you on the bus. See Donna McMahon. Have a great weekend, and talk Tuesday.